Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Travel down the road and back again.
Hey, so we started from the bottom, now we're here, girl. Oh, yeah. This is my part right here. Ooh, if I did everything, the biggest gift, the biggest. Thank you for being my friend. Hallelujah. Hey, y'all. What's up?
What's up?
Thank you for joining Go to Girls podcast. It's your girl, Missy, the one you love, the messiest one you know. And who is it holding it down in the studio with me today?
Oh, well, you already know the super producer. It's your girl, Des, the original Golden Girl. What's up, y'all? What's up?
Listen, not me talking about who holding it down in the studio with me. Like I'm not in the studio with you. She producing shit. I'm just here running my mouth.
Well, we got to be together. We can't work without the other one.
Yeah, so I'm so happy to be here. This is our last episode of our Healthy Relationships Month. Mm-hmm. October was the month for healthy relationships. So we've talked about platonic relationships, non-platonic relationships. Mm-hmm. We've talked about the relationships with yourself if you've watched our lives. And so, Des, how are we going to wrap this up in a pretty nice bow and send them on their way?
So, I'm going to do one producer note right before that. Our Wi-Fi is just looking real sticky.
Oh,
so if you are watching us through live stream, let me know and make sure that you can see us. Tell me that. But anyway, outside of that, how are we going to wrap this up?
Yeah.
Today is going to be a really hard-hitting topic of knowing when to leave relationships.
Oh, see, this is the thing. I don't know. I know Black women, I know. We struggle with leaving relationships sometimes. Sometimes that's the hardest part. Yeah. Okay, so before we get into that,
we on this journey of transparency. So when we plan the show, y'all, when we plan anything, if people know us, we really intentional. We go through a lot of thoughts and processes and everything. So we had a meeting this summer, and it was specifically about us being more transparent this season and being honest and bringing our own things to the table. And
vulnerability. We really trying to tap into the vulnerability.
So these topics are like eye rolling for us because we just be looking at each other like,
don't want to talk about it.
But
we got to.
Yeah.
We got to because we're Black women too. And just as much as we feeling it, our listeners are feeling the same things. And so if we don't talk about it, what are we doing? Right?
Absolutely.
So it's cringy. I hate talking about leaving relationships. I'm sure a lot of people do, but it's a necessary conversations because just as much as it's important to get into these situations and learn from them, you gotta know when to let the shit go. Let the shit go.
Yeah, got to.
Right?
It's very important.
And I'm sure we've all wanted to tell somebody else that at some point, but when it's us and we gotta know when to let the shit go. Is really hard. So before we get into the shit, I'm messy, but I do care about our well-being. So we're gonna go into the mental health check-in.
Okay.
So Destiny, how you doing? And not the sugar-coated answer you give somebody when they ask you as they passing through the supermarket. I'm asking you for real. How you doing? You good?
I'm good. I am good. I don't know.
Well, let's unpack that. What is good?
I was gonna say good. Good is something.
I got that term from you. That's my therapist rebuttal. Let's unpack that.
I do be working on what unpack that.
Yeah,
But what does that mean?
Or no, this is my other one that I learned from you. What does that look like?
Yeah,
tell me what that looks like.
That's a good one.
Nah, that's when you hit me with tell me what that looks like. That mean, she done diagnosed me and we got to talk about it. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. It's like, no. But no, for real. You said you good, but it sounded real loaded. What the fuck is good?
Okay. I'm so weird. So the fact that I'm a therapist is so crazy because I also have crazy anxiety and I got all type of issues or whatever. So my anxiety is just like through the roof right now. So y'all know I've been doing my own business for about almost 2 years now. So I've for a while I've been playing with the idea of a job, like going back to get a job, while also still doing my business. Like we sitting in, my office right now. It ain't going nowhere. The lease is here. So,
Right.
but on top of that, just kind of I'm a social worker and I'm just a real community social worker. And I'm not gonna lie, I need some coworkers, child, I'll be dying. And it really be killing me. Like, and I really like people. And so I love doing individual therapy. It's great. I have touched so many Black women and it's been an amazing thing. But I'm just I'm an impact person. Like I'm a big impact person. I do communities. I like big large groups. I like programs, like things that I can touch large groups of people. So I've been playing with the idea. Plus my mom is just getting older, so I'm like, I just want to be able to support more.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I just want to have more consistency under my belt. I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm good off of just, off of my business. But that's really the big thing. Like, I'm just getting to a space that I'm just noticing my mom is a lot more older. So anyway, long story short, because I'm getting caught up in a whole different thing. I've just been playing with the idea lately of getting a job. Like I think I've talked about it. I think we started talking this summer. Like it sprinkled and then it disappeared and then sprinkled, disappeared. So last week I texted a mentor of mine and I was like, hey, if I apply for some jobs, can you be my reference? And she was like, yeah, but why do you want a job? And so I kind of talked to her about it and she was like, well, what type of job do you want? And I was just like, I was like, I need some people. I want community. She like, well, I know the job. And y'all went from that conversation to the next day. It was like, well, I was like, well, I looked it up. It's not up. She's like, well, I don't think it's posted. I was like, oh, okay.
If pulling a job out of my ass was a person, she pulled that job out her ass.
And then next thing I know, again, like, it went up. I filled out an application and I had an interview in like 2 days and it just kind of like
boom.
Moved. So I still don't have it yet.
There we go.
But I don't know. The alignment just kind of worked really quickly. And so I don't know how to feel about that because, I've been committed to this for so long. So long story short, my mental health check-in, I have went through a roller coaster of emotions because my entire professional expectations of myself changed in a week. So I don't really know how to feel about it because now I got to figure out it's a lot of things that come along with that. And it's a lot of imposter syndrome and insecurities and some feelings of like I cried to my husband the other day because I'm like, I just feel like a failure. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Well, but I'm like, I just feel like a failure. I wasn't supposed to go back to work. And he's like, but think about why you going back. Like, he like, you're a nerd. You want to be around people. Like, and like, it will help me in a lot of spaces. Like, it's not a small job at all. So it's kind of amazing. Like, right. So it's kind of perfect, completely made for me. They about to stretch me in a lot of ways. They about to work me like a slave. But it just kind of aligns very like for that to just be sitting there almost waiting for me. I was like, okay. So I'm overwhelmed because God likes to take my life and smack me around because I'm very hard-headed. I like to plan. I'm a control freak. Like I got a plan, God damn it, and that's what it's gonna be. And God be like, no, he don't. See, and I get my our relationship is him going psh, 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 and then he leave me alone. He'll come back psh, 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 like it's, and I get threw up against the wall. And I wake up and it's a whole different thing. And this is feeling like that.
Yeah, like one thing I'm noticing about the way God do stuff. And my life is an example of it too. You get to tell God where you want to go. You get to tell God what the destination is, but you do not get to tell him what route he takes to get you there. You get to tell him where you want to go. It's like an Uber.
And he might not even
Sir, I want to go. Yep. Sir, I want to go to the airport. All right, I'm gonna get you to the airport. What time you got to be there? I'm gonna make sure you get there when you need to get there. But hey, you ain't gonna micromanage. Sit your ass in that back seat and let me do what the fuck I got to do to get you where you want to go.
Listen.
Yeah.
It is when I when I met my husband, maybe 15 years ago, he was like, "What do you want to do with your life?" And this has always been what I want to do. I'm like, I want to start a nonprofit for kids. It'll be like a boys and girls club.
Right.
It's always been the vision. And I've detoured and changed, and I have forgot all about that shit. And the other day, he was like, I said something. I was like, I cannot believe I'm nothing like I said. He was like, you said you was going to start a nonprofit. Golden Girls is a nonprofit.
As fuck.
I completely
because
forgot.
the fuck.
Like, I was like, oh.
Don't be treating us like chopped liver because you got your therapy degree and all that. You ain't going to try to hoe us the fuck. That. We over in this bitch. Yeah.
I hate you so
for the Golden Girls all over the world. You ain't gonna hold us. But no, okay. Period. So,
but I'm overwhelmed and I'm blessed, and I am. My anxiety is on 10, and all of the above. Imposter syndrome, scared, afraid.
So what do you need then? If you know, because I'm hearing I feel insecure, this, that, and the third. But like, what do you think you need? Like, how you gonna get on the other side of that? Especially because it sounds like your ass about to start tomorrow.
I was gonna say, to be honest,
get pushed into the fucking pool and swim. Yep, exactly. That's what you get.
I fucked up. I already started the train.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I know it's on this way.
It's going, baby.
And
it's
so
going.
I just need to go to your wedding and have a good ass time.
Period.
I swear to God.
You're going to be 90 days in when you start, nigga. The whole 90 days ain't no PTO, ain't no nothing. Other people going to be taking PTO on your ass. Oh, that spot is full? Yeah, I'm taking my 2 weeks. That's going to stress me the fuck out. You going to be all right. Yeah, well, you know. I know a lot of people who say you stress them the fuck out. So.
I do stress a lot of people out.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
I'm about to stress out whatever team I got there too. So.
That's okay. And that's what they gotta know. But yeah, I'm excited for you. I'm very excited for you. We've talked a lot about this journey. I don't need to give you a speech about how this is not a failure and this is a step in progress and you've worked to get to this point. And the only reason you can shoot a text message and get a job posted is because you put in that work and they got respect for the work that you put in. So I'm very proud of you. And, you know, it's a beautiful thing to see. And listen, Golden Girls got your back. GGP for life. Blood in, blood out. What's
Period. Up? Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They're going to be like,
please let me get married, please. Let me get on the other side of the wedding before you...
They're going to be like, Destiny, we need you to find volunteers. Bet. I got a bunch of them. I know them all.
They got a private group full of them.
They're going to all have on go when they get here.
And this. All right.
So your time.
Mental check-in.
Where are you, ma'am?
Somewhere between exhausted because my bachelorette party was this past weekend. And these bitches left no crumbs, okay? I experienced what it's like to have a weed hangover. And for us weed smokers, we think that's not a thing. Oh, baby.
Wait a damn minute.
I'm gonna tell you. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. All right, so boom. My bridesmaids are so dope, and they know I'm such a weed head. And not look in my lawyer life, I'm not a weed head. Only in my private life, but no.
Make sure you draw the line.
Yeah, you feel me. And so they knew I needed my medicine. So they made me an edible table, but this was like an edible table on steroids. Like there was nothing on the table that was not full of weed except fucking mints, nigga. So there were 100 milligram Rice Krispie treats. There were 25 milligram Nerd Bites. There were 100 milligram brownies. Then there were chocolate penis suckers that were a lot. Then there were penis suckers that were 100 milligrams. And like, it was a lot of them. Like there was enough for all of us to be entirely too high the whole time and take some home.
Yep.
Oh yeah. And tarantula, like, listen, if you need an edible table, I got the plug. I'm gonna just say that. So it was fire. So we just kept eating them like they was the only snacks in the house. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm just now getting my shit together. I'm just now able to form a sentence with some enthusiasm. Baby, I was out of there. So yeah, I had a great bachelorette weekend. I get married this Thursday.
Period.
So I am super duper excited. It is a lot of logistics going on, a lot of shit going on. Family in town, friends in town. Um, I'm dusty, crusty. Nails got to get done. Hair got to get done. Oh, it's so much stuff. But I'm in a very good place. I'm at a very good transition in my life. I really feel like I'm marrying the man of my dreams, which a lot of people cannot say. So yeah, we're gonna take a shot for that. We're gonna take a shot for that.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of
we
people
gotta
don't
take a
get to
shot.
marry the man of their dreams. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn up. Shout out to you, Jay. You did that. We're gonna turn up this weekend. And shout out to everybody coming to the wedding. Because everybody ain't gonna be in attendance, okay? This is a motherfucking VIP event. All right. Bring out your Detroit's best. I want to see the Buffs. I want to see the Gators. I want to see the First. I want all that shit. Don't cheat me. Give me a player's ball. That's what I need. Yeah. Basically,
all the gold, everything.
All the gold. And don't leave your cash gifts at home. Bring that with you. Because if you think you about to go to the casino and gamble before you gave me my wedding gift, I'm busting that ass. But anyway, I'm good. I just need to get on the other side of this wedding. Honeymoon is on Monday.
Okay, now.
So I got one more work day to get through. I got 9 to 5 tomorrow.
Okay.
And baby, Messy Missy is gonna be on a new level. I'm about to my husband y'all to death. Y'all know I'm a flood y'all shit. I'm gonna try to set up a stream. I'm gonna try to set up a live stream for people to be able to watch the ceremony. I'm gonna try. I can't make no promises. But shit, I mean, sometimes you can be in the room and sometimes you can't. That's just what it is. All right. So yeah, I mean, that was pretty much it. Bachelorette weekend, I would love to give y'all details, but so much happened and everybody can't know everything. But shout out to my bridesmaids. They did their big one for sure.
Definitely hangover bridesmaids type.
It
energy.
Was some movie. It was a Seth Rogen movie for sure.
Hey Winter
girl.
But definitely it was something.
Yeah, so it was a time to remember. Oh, you know what? There's something important that I really want to talk about before we go on with the show. So first, one of my bridesmaids is a advocate for women's productive rights. So one of the coolest things that happened at my bachelorette party was we got our goodie bags that, you know, bachelorette parties always have, but we had a bunch of paraphernalia from Planned Parenthood because we were at a bachelorette party full of women, and it's very important that we all know that this upcoming election is very important, specifically in Michigan, where our reproductive rights are on the ballot. Okay, so I know everybody has their own beliefs about pro-life, pro-choice, and all of that, but reproductive rights touches us all, whether you would choose to have an abortion, whether you wouldn't, whether you choose contraceptives, whether you don't. If you believe that everyone should have a choice, it is on the ballot. So make sure y'all are going and voting. If you won't be able to vote in person, go ahead and submit for an absentee ballot to make sure your voice is heard. I know we don't always feel like our voices matter, but these types of elections, these state level elections, are the ones that make the biggest difference. So I know a bunch of stuff always happens in the presidential election and all of that, but literally, our right to choose is on the ballot, and it affects us all in a bunch of different ways. So get out, make sure you vote on proposal 2 and 3. Mm-hmm. Yep, on proposal 2 and 3. And shout out to Planned Parenthood for like being an advocate, for always looking out for us. I know when I was in school, Planned Parenthood really looked out for me. I was not in a position where I could afford to be pregnant. That did not mean I was making the choice not to have sex, though. So, you know, getting my contraceptives, getting tested, all of that stuff, like Planned Parenthood had my back. And I never came out of my pocket for none of it because they looked out for students like me who just wanted to make sure we were being responsible, but didn't have a bunch of money for, you know, fancy doctors. So I go to a clinic, a safe space, get advice, get birth control, get tested. And so make sure that y'all get out to the polls and vote, especially on that, because is something that we're gonna be talking about and facing for a minute.
And it's not just about abortions. Like everybody getting caught up in the abortion conversation. Right. This is about all types of access to feminine care, like all types of things that are related to women's bodies needing to work. And at the end of the day, our bodies need to work. Like we literally populate our human species. Yeah. So if you want more people, man or woman, if we need more people in the world, which we do, to keep it going, you selfish bastards. And listen, and for our male listeners who are listening as well, this is not just a woman's issue. This is everyone's issue, because for you, everybody from you motherfuckers who on the internet talking about y'all hate when y'all on child support, all the way to you men who do want to have a bunch of kids and want to have a big family. Listen, you have sisters, mothers, daughters, women out here that you need to be fighting for and advocating for, because if you don't, you remember how y'all was blaming all she trapped me, blah, blah, blah. It ain't gonna be the woman trapping you this time. It's gonna be you and the government trapping her. So take your ass to the polls and go vote and get y'all shit together. But yes, shout out to Planned Parenthood for being an advocate and always providing those reproductive health needs for women who can't afford it or women who don't have anywhere else to run to. So good job, Planned Parenthood. All right. It is, before we go into Go to Vote. Look at you. You was ready for the mess. I'm always ready for the mess. They call me Messy Missy. I'm ready to get into the shit. I love it. And talk shit. The church got some announcements before the pastor come up here and get a word. All right. So real quick. And we ain't taking no shots. So I'm gonna pour it up while you do that. Wow. Okay. So real quick. I just got to talk about the golden things that's happening. So we got some golden things that's going on. So y'all know every month we do our golden link ups where we meet up somewhere in the Metro Detroit area. So if you're in our area, we just link up. We just do things that are related to whatever we're talking about. We do things that Black girls like to do. We just, it just really depends. Network. Eat, probably, it's all type of things. And it's probably going to be some type of libation in the mix. Yeah. Somewhere. So once a month we do that. This past month in October, since we've been talking about healthy relationships, we went to the Rage Room and it was actually the bomb, okay? I blew off some steam. We did. We, in our room, we named all of our pieces with something and knocked that shit. Just broke it. It was great. Like this is childhood trauma. Smash. Yep. This all relationship trauma. Smash. It was like, yep. And you would think it sounds really corny, but afterwards I was like, oh. And listen, Des will tell you, I'm really not with the corny shit like that. That's really not my cup of tea. I'm usually like, let's go to a happy hour and drink that shit off. But Des is, she one of those. Yeah, she like the retreat and she like icebreakers and group exercises and shit like that. I usually think it's corny, but I'm all for trying new things. And I did go to the Rage Room, and it was always have fun though. My finest East Side heart was pleased. I was just busting shit up, and nothing makes an East Side girl happier than busting some shit up. I mean, throwing some shit and hitting it with a bat. Yeah, it's like. I would have loved to have some of my old hoes in there bust their ass. It was the best $40. The best $40 I've ever spent. And they give you, and dig this, they give you a bin full of shit. Yeah, it was worth $40. Dig this. If you see something in the bin that you think is cute and you don't want to bust it up, they let you take it home for free. Yep. No, and I mean like plates. They had nice ass. What was that? A cake stand. It was nice, solid glass. I bust the fuck out of it, but it would have been nice. It was a big for somebody's house. Base. Like I bust up some nice shit. I had a great time. Yeah. So every month, that's what we're doing. That's what we did in October. So November 19th. I believe. I'm pretty sure it's November 19th. Save the date. Next month in November, we're going to be talking about financial literacy. We got to get y'all together before Christmas because, we know y'all going to do what y'all do every year, overspend, and you waiting on them taxes like a fucking fiend in January. Listen. So, we stop doing that shit. We're going straight to November. So November is about this money management before you get into December and start letting your kids guilt trip you into buying them everything in the world that they're not gonna play with. So we gonna, So our November meetup is gonna be something related to that. We got a few things on the table. Stay tuned. We're gonna let you know what it is. But yes, save the date. November 19th is usually Saturday morning type.
Yeah,
we'll
be trying to keep y'all forever. Right.
We'll probably end up with some food and some libations afterwards. Morning brunchish. That's what you plan for. But get ready for that. Also, if you are not in our private Facebook group, it's called The Golden Girls, yellow heart, pink heart, yellow heart.
Yep.
Like put the emojis in. Make sure you join. That is probably where you're gonna get the most of the Golden Girls. That is where we talk the most junk. That's where we get real. We cry. We laugh. I done showed all my business. It's a lot of things that happen in this group.
We be going
it's
live,
really a black woman thing. So
we go live like it's your girl Missy. I know y'all love me or whatever. So I be doing coffee and Kahlua every other Monday. So we record bi-weekly on Mondays, and then on that off Monday, your girl Missy is gonna hit you Monday morning, top of the morning, with some coffee and something extra in your coffee, because I believe that you need to celebrate on Mondays because it's trash as fuck. Nobody likes them. So we gonna make ourselves like the Mondays. And so it's at 9:30. I know you at work, but that don't mean you can't put your AirPod in and listen to my live and comment. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta be talking. I'm probably gonna make you laugh because I'm funny as shit. But you ain't gotta be talking. You can comment, put your AirPod in, and it might just make you not smack your coworker the rest of the week. So tune in with me, and then Des has her live.
Well, so you're Monday, Tuesday. So we alternate weeks. So everybody is bi-weekly with their lives. So Tuesdays, even though it's the opposite Tuesday of Missy, is Brittany. She does That's a Wrap, and she talks about what happens in her life after being a plus size model, like when the cameras go off. So she talks about her mental health and what it really means to be a plus size model in the industry and how she has to grow and things like that. Wednesday is open. Thursday is me. So on Thursdays, I do lives. It's called Cheers to the Freaking Weekend. Yep. So I'm a firm believer of celebrating as much as possible, because life has there's really no prizes. I mean, there are prizes, but life is a journey. Like the whole, you win when you die. Yeah. That's kind of how it works. So you know, you win when you die. So I feel like you're just supposed to celebrate as much as possible. So you know how we got all of our mental health, self-help, business guru people prepare for Monday, Sunday nights, get it in. Yeah. Start the week off strong, blah, blah, blah. I agree. I just feel like start the weekend off strong. So Thursday nights at 9:00, we start the weekend off strong. The kids are in bed by 9. Whatever the hell was going on with work is over. When they send you some shit tomorrow on Friday, you're just there. Yep. Yeah, we don't work on Fridays the way we work on other days. I don't care what you're doing. Right, it's casual Friday. You ain't got to be doing all that extra dressing unless you got something to do afternoon. After 12 o'clock noon, that is Monday's fucking problem. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. So on on Thursday and you leaving at 4. You got to leave before rush hour on Friday. Fuck that shit. You might leave at 3. Listen, if you come back from lunch. If you come back from lunch. And don't get it twisted. Us work from home people, you better hope I come on Friday. Hope I come. But anyway. You better email me directly because, baby, I'm not responding. That's why I can't stand myself. If my manager is CC'd, I might get back to you. But other than that, don't say shit to me and I won't say shit to you. Hey, I'm going to get to it on Monday. And so you get your wine or your champagne and then you get a little extra. Pour your little, get your little extra in there because it's Thursday. This is not Sunday. Extra. Mm-hmm. And we just cheers to the freaking weekend. We cheers to, even though I'm gonna be at soccer practice with my badass kids and at the little theater doing whatever the hell they got going on, I'm also gonna make some time for myself because the weekend used to be a celebration and damn it, we bringing it back. So I do that on Thursdays. KK is failed date Fridays. She talked to us about all her dating life. Right. Y'all know KK always got something going on. She the baby of the group. And so, she's intentionally dating. That's what she said to us. Yep. She's intentionally dating. And my old ass. I'm like, okay, girl. Yes. And then on Saturdays, DJ is doing the rent room. So DJ has 2 babies under 2. And so she is just tired and she like fuck them kids and fuck
She
my
be needing a man to
husband.
go the fuck off.
And so she just needs to rent. So y'all gonna get on Saturdays. Y'all gonna
DJ's
get DJ.
rent room.
She gonna go off. And so that's what we got going on. Make sure you in the group. We got some things.
It's gonna be on Saturday.
Time is I believe she was 7:30 on Saturdays.
Mhm.
I'm gonna check, but I think DJ is 7:30 on Saturdays PM.
Make sure you stay tuned in to the private group, and we'll make sure you know.
Yep. Make sure you stay tuned
and
in.
if you want to, and for everyone who's not a part of the private group, you can always go to goldengirlsgroup.org and follow the private group from the homepage.
Yep.
And you can also subscribe. We'll be sending out monthly newsletters to let you know where the Golden Girls will be, what we're talking about, where the meetup is, and what the theme is for the month.
I also got one more thing because I'm petty, and I'm gonna say it because I'm gonna make it exist. On January 28th.
She don't give a fuck about nobody. But
I
her.
don't
So
care about
nobody.
nobody. I'm selfish and I'm very
we
bad.
got something big coming up in January. Go ahead, Des.
I know. January 28th, we having a Golden Summit. So it's time to bring our ladies together. We're gonna do some personal development, growing and building, and just the Black women will be learning from other Black women, and we just gonna share our stories, and we just gonna,
Well,
we're gonna retreat our lives.
It sounded like it's gonna be weed and shrooms involved. Am I picking up on the wrong vibe?
Yes.
Oh, what is it gonna be? What is it? Because I was like, oh, okay, we about to be out this bitch,
I can't believe her. So no, it's gonna be more. It's giving conference vibes, but not
that type of development.
So yes, so conference vibes, but it's not gonna be as big as a conference. So this will be VIP. This will be very exclusive. I'm not bringing a whole bunch of Golden Girls together, just the ones that's really trying to work on their shit. And if you're not, you're not. So new year, new you, new goals. Like we coming together, we gonna vibe. We work with on some really amazing people being in the room.
Yeah,
we gonna learn and grow together. And I will tell you, goddamn it, I'm speaking. So I don't know about everybody else. I'm working on other people, but goddamn it, when it comes to see
Missy will be your correspondent throughout the event. So I'm gonna be coming talking shit and asking y'all stuff that's gonna throw you completely off, but it's all in favor of personal development.
She rolled her eyes as if we didn't already have this plan. She rolled her eyes like I was just talking outside of my ass. She already know what her job gonna be.
That's how Messy Missy segues, okay? That I be wanting to ask what I know they want to ask when you say things. I just be wanting to get it out for you.
I feel you. So I'll be honest, y'all. We don't have any of this as concrete as we want to, but I just said
I think we got a lot of it planned.
Well, we do. You already got your job, but I'm manifesting it because goddamn it, it's gonna happen. So that's why I told y'all today, because when we say stuff to y'all, we end up doing it because we said it on the podcast, so we can't just let it fly. Happy Halloween, Ashley. Happy Halloween. KK said she needed a Messy Missy today because child. Oh, KK, give me the tea. Okay. Give us the tea, KK. Well, speaking of Messy Missy, we get into Messy Missy's favorite part of the show. Now that the bills is paid and we've talked about all the formalities and we've talked about Planned Parenthood and the coochies and we've talked about the meetups, now it's time to talk about the bullshit. So here we go. Oh my God. You ready to talk about leaving these relationships, Des? I am. I am. All right. So boom. I am. We're getting into my favorite segment of the show called Gold or Bold. And this is when we take certain topics related to our monthly topic and we say whether it's gold, good, or bold, bad. And we give a little discussion on why we think what we think. Okay. So as you know, today we're talking about leaving relationships, Des. I know. Are you a person? Is it hard for you to leave relationships? So I'm a Cancer. I don't know if it really got anything to do. I don't know if I believe in the signs, but baby, we be having some similarities. And so I'm a Cancer, and we are emotional as hell, but we cut some shit off. That's something we do. We be cutting people off. And so is it hard? It's hard for me emotionally. Like, I really be in my feelings about it. Even when I do it, I be in my feelings about it. Okay. Will I do it? Absolutely. But I definitely be in my feelings about it. Do you have like a after the loss ritual?
Like, do you like you know how some people like when they have to let a toxic person go or a relationship or a situation, it could be platonic or not platonic. You know, some people like, yeah, I gotta drink this shit off. Some people like, yeah, I gotta you know, some people have a glow up after because they like, I gotta stun on this person. You know, everybody got something they do after.
I don't have it for, so it depends. Cause when like, it depends. Cause you know, I'm married, so I can't really let my husband go.
Right.
I mean, you know, it gotta be something big for that.
Right.
So for me, it really just depends on who it is. But a lot of times, no. I mean, I just I just have to put myself first. In some spaces,
I gotta put me first, Lucius.
I do.
I gotta put me first.
I do.
Head
ass for sure. I do. And so it really don't even be like that. It just be, you know, I wish it worked. I really do. But
I'm one of them people.
I used to be no, okay. So that is lots of work with my therapist and lots of checking myself. And I'm still not really there because the other side will come out. Before that though, I was stunned on you, bitch.
Okay.
So I wouldn't have to say anything. I'm just gonna be better than you and everything.
That I mean yeah,
and that ain't right either. That's not sustainable at all. But
I mean, shit. I mean, if you're a person that's, you know, that's gonna be a boss either way, then it is sustainable. That's just your why for the moment because you pissed.
Absolutely.
But
so I'm gonna make sure, and I'm gonna make sure you see it.
Oh, me? I'm one of those people. Oh, I am
politely.
I am such a bitch. I have to stone wall. Like, first of all, I gotta stick my chest out. You see what I'm saying? And act unaffected. Oh, I'm a big I don't give a fucker.
I'm a big I don't give a fucker either.
I am a big I don't give a fucker. And deep down, I give every fuck that I got. But I'm a big I don't give a fuck, unfazed. Like, you're not gonna see me make a status about you. You're not gonna see me acknowledge you. You're not gonna see me call you, text you, nothing. It's gonna be as if you've never existed. Now, I'm a Gemini. So I'm a I don't give a fucker by day and a baller deep in my feelings at night, okay?
I'm talking about, I'm not even watching your stories. Like, you're not gonna see me nowhere.
Like,
I make sure I'm not watching. If I get to it, I'm clicking off. No, you will not. If you might catch me on the first one, because I'm
one of them people. Oh, bitch, you gonna miss me.
You're going
if you cared in the slightest bit, if you enjoyed talking to me regularly in the slightest bit, you're gonna miss me because bitch, you're never talking to me again.
Never.
That's the type of time I be on. Listen, just
it's
mad as hell.
It's so bad.
Cause I don't give a fuck. That's my favorite. That's my favorite lie to say. I be lying like I'm gonna be sick as a dog.
I didn't even know it until one time my husband was talking to one of his friends, and I don't know, they was talking about some hypothetical situation. And his friend was like, you already know that's gonna come straight with the I don't give a fuck all y'all. I was like, damn, that's just
do I give that off? Am I the drama? I'm not the drama.
Exactly. Like, how often am I telling y'all I don't give a fuck? Like, that's kind of bad. Like, damn, it's just, but shit, I don't. So I don't know how else to communicate that.
Yeah, and see, for me, we're gonna get into it, but I'm just one of those people. I don't think I'm unreasonable. Like, it's not that I don't give chances, but I just feel like a person who knows me and who loves me and cares about me knows those bright red lines. Like, it's little shit you can do, but them bright red ones and the action itself, I swear the action itself doesn't have to be that big. But if what you communicate to me with what you did crosses them big, bright red lines, everybody who knows me knows, yeah, you probably done for. So, and it's gonna kill her, but she gonna do it.
Those big, bright red lines, are those like your deal breakers?
Yeah, they are deal breakers. But I don't think in a way that people like generally think about deal breakers. Like, sometimes, like, people will say deal breakers is just like a specific action. Like, if you cheat on me or if you post something about me after we argue or whatever the case may be, they have those. But for me, it's just like, if a person it's really about how you made me feel with what you pulled. Like, if I feel, like, if I just get that feeling, like, I don't know, but you know, I have, and I think because of my trauma, I just have certain, you know, like certain triggers, and that might be what it is. Sometimes I do, like most times I do. Like, I know for me, abandonment is a real thing for me. And it's not just as simple as just not coming where I want you to come or saying no. I'm not childish. But when I really feel like you just really left me out to dry and hold me, yeah, you probably ain't got shit coming from Aisha no more. Like, and it don't have to be it don't have to be malicious. It's just like, oh, you can't be trusted in that way. I thought you could be and you can't. So even, I'm just never gonna give you the opportunity again. That's what it is. That's what it is.
That's definitely
and that might be a little toxic.
No, well, I don't. Okay, so I don't. I'm gonna read what somebody said, and then I'm gonna say something. So the Facebook user said it's the principal, the counselor, and the janitor. I'm a principal person too. That's
me too. That's me.
I will die on the hill of principality, which is the problem. But I will die. Looking you in your eyes, you can kill me. But anyway, they also said, nope, that's the action. The underlying message you communicated through the action. That's the shit. Okay, so that's what I was gonna say. The underlying action is the thing. But what I was gonna say is that I don't think it's necessarily toxic. So with trauma, what happens the problem is what happens with trauma is that your insides, your body, your mind, all of it is working as hard as it can to make sure that never happens to you again. So it's really more like protection. And so I always think we look at trauma wrong because it's you trying to protect you. It's a great thing. It's just overprotective to the point that it changes your ideas about how you feel about yourself and the world. And so you gotta manage it like it's like that big sister that you gotta like, okay. Right. Back up. Like you gotta push it to the side because it's working to protect you. It's just relentless because it's I'm never ever gonna feel like that shit again, which is true. But then it pushes you into other spaces where now you just, the decision is happening without you even evaluating the real situation because it's always because now the I guess fight or flight is making sure that emotion never comes back, if that makes sense.
That's why I'm happy I got a therapist in here because I listen.
But I say that to y'all.
My mean ass will lead y'all astray.
I don't apply any of that to my own life.
Because I will be like, block that bitch, cut that bitch. It's over, burn all that shit down.
Now,
I'm left eye as fuck. What's good?
I say all that to say, I'm very bad at that. So I teach you. The thing is, the beautiful thing about therapy is that you can be a teacher and not live it because it's very easy to encourage people and help people. Oh, baby, I'm bad at it. I'm bad at my relationships. I will cut you off.
Yeah, for real. All right, so listen, we're going to get into the golden balls because this getting saucy already and I can't wait to get specific. All right. So once again, y'all, go to Bowls. I'm gonna bring up a topic and we're talking about letting go of relationships. Okay. And so I'll bring up a topic and we're gonna say whether it's gold, good, or bold, bad, and we're gonna talk about why. All right. So the first one. Now you know how after like a relationship has ended, whether it be a friendship, a romantic relationship, you might been like, fuck your favorite cousin, whatever the case may be. Some people, so are you like, what do you think about people who destroy like memories after the fact? Like, we broke up, I'm blocking you, I'm destroying everything you ever gave me, I'm deleting everything off Facebook, I'm deleting all the pictures on my phone. Like, is that, you think that's gold or bold?
I think it's bold. Only because, I'm a believer in the journey. And as much as I hate you, as horrible as the situation happened, I learned something from it, good, bad, or ugly. And you were part of me building into who I am, even if that's somebody that's gonna shit on you. So I'm not gonna delete you from it. And if it's a gift, damn it, it's mine.
Okay, period.
I'm not giving you anything back. The fuck?
Period. I remember being young and being a destroyer. Like, fuck all this shit. I'm burning it. I'm tearing it up. You can have it back, doing the most. And I find as an adult now, I'm not really that person, but I will tell you, I will get rid of things that I felt weren't genuine when you gave it to me. Like, for instance, if we had a genuine friendship, like me and this person has been friends for years, and that was like a genuine, like real friendship, and we fall out over something, that's one thing. But then it's another thing when I feel like once everything is concluded, the shit was fake the whole time. And the emotion that I tied to it was fake and orchestrated. Them types of things I throw away just because personally, they kind of make me feel stupid. Like, you know what I mean? It makes me feel like I gave too much and I did too much. And I'm one of those people that just do. I hate feeling like that. Like, I'm one of those people that'll get in a negative like pinwheel about that shit. Like, this person gave this gift to me, and it wasn't because they gave it to me because they love me. They gave it to me because they was trying to throw me off the trail of some whole shit they was doing. That type of shit I'm getting rid of. Like, because the energy on it, I can't fuck with. I ain't gonna lie. But if I felt like it was like a real genuine thing, even if I was with a dude and then it ended because he cheated, that don't mean the whole relationship was fake. But
that's true.
If I got a gift from you or something like that, and you was fucking my friend the whole time, bitch, it all gotta go. You know what I mean? So it really depends on the person and the situation and what the object is. Because like now, because if you give me a Rolex on some fake shit, I'm not getting rid of it.
No.
I'm not getting rid. Your Rolex was an apology for fucking my friend. I'm gonna keep the Rolex, but
fuck you and her.
Bitch, fuck both of y'all. Period. Like,
that's just what it is.
And some shit I'm always gonna throw away is like a card. Like, fuck a card. I throw away cards of people I love. Like, the cards gotta go. Oh, and another thing I'm always gonna keep of a motherfuckers is like some basketball shorts or a t-shirt. Oh, I'm keeping that. That's apparel. I'm not getting rid of that. Pajamas. But always gonna keep that. Hoop shorts, jogging pants. You know, I mean, you know. But all right. So you don't destroy no more.
I don't think I've ever destroyed.
Okay.
So I
used to be a destroyer. Young and emotional Maisha was a destroyer.
No, listen, I've been stone cold Steve Austin, or even when I was young. You cheating on me? I just don't want you. Like, I remember a high school boyfriend, like, I never forget his face because I treated him like I had never met him before. And he didn't know why, because I didn't even confront him on the shit that, like, he didn't know why. I didn't tell him. I know you was fucking this motherfucker.
Because, bitch, yes, you do know why.
Exactly. But, you know, it's the Krabby Patty meme when you go, you know, the crusty crab, you don't know what the fuck? Yeah. That's right. Listen, I will never forget that man's face. I remember it so well. And I remember acting like I did not know him. And he was so confused.
Man. Listen, and I'm down for the acting like I don't know a motherfucker. But this...
I'm sorry. Don't touch...
This one little bitch of a nigga that I once knew, I ain't got no exes no more because I'm getting married. Whole fast deleted. But this one bitch of a nigga that I knew, because we broke up. He tried to start stalking me. Dog gave me a hard time. This was a hard time. And then I was working the door at the club one time, and this bitch had the nerve to walk in with his friend, and I stared that motherfucker down because I wish you would think you about to get in this club. You and your friends about to get embarrassed and bounce the fuck up out of here. I wish you would had a motherfucking balls to walk up to me and ask me how much it is to get in this club. So I just looked at him and he was looking at me and I was looking dead at his ass. And you better not speak because I don't know you, but you also not getting in here.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, bitch. So I was listening. He was looking at me. I was looking at his motherfucking ass. His friend just looking like, oh shit, yeah, oh shit. If you don't want to get embarrassed, you better get the fuck up out of here.
That poor baby couldn't even go to the club. You wouldn't let him in. She said, not today. You ain't getting in this club.
Man, listen, I got some stories about embarrassing some niggas if y'all want to hear them on another time. I might coffee and Kahlua that motherfucker. All right. Tune in, subscribe. But nah, all right. So we're gonna go to the next one. All right. So we talked about being a destroyer of memories. The next is
I might throw it away though. I just throw it away when I'm cleaning. I genuinely don't even.
Yeah, we giving a fuck. All right, thugger.
I might burn. I mean, no, I might do a retreat and I'm looking for some shit to burn. I burn it. Like, it don't be.
Yeah.
I done exited this nigga out. It don't matter.
Yeah. You know what's dramatic as fuck though? Listen. If you do this, you a fucking sucker. When you give them the shit back, you try to deliver the shit back. You
I'm
weak
not
as hell.
doing that. No.
You know
That's
how
a
motherfucker
setup.
hit you with the motherfucker hit you with the here go all your stuff, or here's everything you ever bought me. I just can't stand to look at it anymore. Suck my dick with your weak ass. No,
Exactly.
ain't no Hail Marys. Get the fuck on, bitch. I'm straight.
Exactly.
Do y'all go get y'all shit from motherfuckers?
No.
Me either. You can have all that
No.
shit. I don't give a fuck what
I
you do
don't
with
know
it.
you. I don't. What? That's not mine. It can't be my stuff over there. I've never met you before.
A day in my life.
I don't know. I don't know.
You want to come get your stuff? And then
What stuff?
they keep texting you, I still got your stuff over here. Come get this shit, bro, before I throw it away.
Do what you
Come
gotta
get
do.
this shit. Boy,
Ain't no
I
doubt
don't
that
give a
word for-
fuck what you do with it.
No. It had to be something very expensive or very sentimental. For me
I'd
to
have
go.
left with that shit when I left. I'm not
Exactly.
going back to get nothing.
Exactly.
If I left without it, I must can live without it. Buy you and that shit. The
Ashley
fuck?
said, "Keep that shit. Erase my existence."
Okay,
Ashley, keep
I don't
that
give a
shit.
fuck. Wipe your ass with it. Don't care,
Tay
bro.
said, "Hell no, I don't give a fuck about nothing."
I don't give a fuck about nothing you think you got.
Because I will buy it again. Whatever
Okay.
it is in the world.
This the last thing though. There's one time I did leave a pair of jeans that I did fucking miss one time. I was like, damn.
I know it'd be like that.
I was like, damn, because there go them jeans right there in that picture. And
I mean, you want the shit, but you ain't going to get it.
and I ain't found no jeans to make my booty look like that no more. It's okay. I'm just saying, I was like, damn, why I ain't get them jeans?
Mhm.
But whatever. All right, so now let's talk about family. Cause these motherfuckers sometimes is the worst motherfuckers. And them motherfuckers sometimes the first niggas you need to let go. Sometimes.
Okay. Okay.
But I think, some people think it's different. Some people really have trouble severing ties with family members just based off the fact that they family members, or let their family members get away with certain shit. And I don't know. Gold or Bo, do you think it's toxic to cut your family members off? Like, is it a good thing or a bad thing to cut off your family members? Like, just cut them off.
You talking to me?
Yeah, nigga, it's only one other motherfucker on the show.
Do I think it's toxic to cut family members
Gold or
off?
Bo,
No.
cutting off family members. That's the question, technically.
It's gold. And so
24 karat like a motherfucker.
it's 24
Listen.
karat gold. Okay. And now, of course, it all depends on things. But I'm even gonna go for it. I am the cousin who cut people. I'm the cousin who come to the event and don't talk to certain people. And I know it'd be like, I don't know. I really don't care how y'all feel about it. But I just have some non-negotiables. And so, it is what it is. Okay.
You be seeing them at family functions, doing what you be doing when you be seeing them.
I act like they're not there. And
Okay.
they act like I'm not here. It ain't.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. It's not that. I mean, now don't get me wrong. It does. You know what I'm saying? It hurts your feelings. They your cousin. They your family. They your
You be
aunt,
snapping at the family function because I go off on everybody in that bitch. I don't give a fuck.
I only snap. I only snap when it's absolutely positive and necessary. I haven't snapped in a long time. I will snap at my own shit though. Because it's mine.
Yeah.
So I have turned my own birthday party out before. It is what it is. But I will say though, I will admit that I also wasn't in a space to be able to handle my emotions as much as I thought I was. And so now I just don't talk to them. And it don't really, I definitely feel some type of way. And I mean, just being honest, I just got some non-negotiables, and on top of non-negotiables, you just gotta be honest about. For a while, I ignored how people felt about me, or you know what I mean. And it's through actions, it's
or
through
what you was
actions.
feeling, like you knew what you knew they felt about you. Yeah,
we all are aware of the little things. There are things that rattle your gut. There are things that rattle your spirit. There are things that's like, did she mean that, or was that?
It catch you. You be like,
leave it with the I'm dramatic. I'm being dramatic, or I'm. You know what I'm saying? You always pet yourself back down. I'm done with that shit. I can feel it, and it don't even petting it down. Don't. So I mean, I don't care. So at this point, like, I have a cousin that I have not talked to in like years, a long time or whatever. And we had a really unfortunate situation. It wasn't even on her fault, but she basically responded by putting her hands on me, and I just don't play that shit. And in the time, I even made the choice not to necessarily fight her back, like I got her off me. But
it's always different
that.
when you
know
and
what
it's
I'm saying?
like physical altercations with family is different because it's like, okay, you hit me, and so like my nervous system is about to respond in a certain way.
Yeah.
And so being in a position where like you feel threatened, like real deal physical, danger, regardless if they got hands for real or not. You know what I'm saying? Like real deal physical danger. And then having to use your mind to tell your body to not protect yourself from a motherfucker putting their hands on you.
Yeah. It was a
man, listen, that is a position to be in. That is a position.
Yeah. So I did. I basically got her off me, but I just didn't hit her back.
Right.
Like I was,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And mainly because I'm like, this just ain't what. It's just not my expectation.
Right.
Like I'm not. And so afterwards, it just for me, the action of that isn't even necessarily that big a problem. That is a non-negotiable for me. Like if we are in a friendship, relationship, any type of ship, don't put your motherfucking hands on me. Why would you? Like it just don't make sense. And I mean that specifically for real, for my, female ships. Like if we're fighting, like
why would it ever get to that level, especially at this point in our
age? I'll do that shit I won't do it at all, but I can understand it along, but no, I'm just not.
Yeah.
So, and to be honest, with this particular situation, that is a bottom line, and that is not negotiable. But even after, there has to be some show of remorse. It got to be some show of learning and growing, regret. You know what I mean? Like need to fix. And it just wasn't at the time. Now it's been years. I'm sure that she feels that way, but she's stubborn and stuff now. And I'm not even pressed, or I don't have any beef. I just had to make a decision. And I said this to a lot of my family. Like, I just can't have somebody in my life who thinks it's okay to put their hands on me.
Yeah.
Because it's not. And I'm not allowing that from nobody.
Right.
And I don't know. I don't even know where. I don't think that comes from nowhere crazy. I think that's just some real ass shit.
Yeah.
And so, and I'm not even that person. Like, I don't even move like that. I don't be getting into situations where people need to put their hands on me.
Right.
Like, I just ain't that person.
Right.
So I'm not about to start that shit, and I'm not giving you the okay because you're my family. So, yeah, that's why I was kind of cringing wanting to talk about this subject, because I didn't want to talk about it. But the truth is, I have no beef. I'm very proud of her, low key. Like, she's grown up. She's gotten her shit together. She's done some amazing things, which she always was going to. Like, you know what I'm saying? She not half stepping. Like, she related to me.
Period. But, the blood is the blood, but
you know
bitch,
what I'm saying? The blood is the blood. Okay, she a bad bitch, but she just can't be by me. So I wish her the best. I definitely do. And maybe one day we'll be able to talk. It ain't much I got to say, but who knows? But do I think that it should happen? Yes. Because from that, there was a lot of other things that I learned. There was a lot of subtle things that I had that erased once certain relationships erased. And so the truth of the matter is, people who really give a fuck about you just ain't gonna move like that. So you got to set some boundaries and make people. Yeah. That just taught me that I got to make people give a fuck.
And that's and so the weird thing to me is, because everybody is, in every other realm, the people closest to you, you hold them to a higher standard than everybody else. That's every other realm. But for some reason, family think they can act a complete ass and don't have to live to no standards or nothing. Yeah. And like the thing and the truth of the matter is, when you, like, for instance, when you're in a romantic relationship, that person is the closest thing to you. Yeah. So you expect them to hold you to like a certain regard and move a certain type of way. Yeah. To the point where if they do fuck up, you will give them the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. So like they have to move with that level of consideration. Yeah.
So also, real quick, what I also learned is that I'm really big on the communication after. I need specific apologies. I need us to go through and discuss what happened, why happened. Like, I need that. And if I don't get that, I don't take it as a full effort. Like I need us to face the hard stuff because that shit can never happen again.
Yeah.
And so I can't. The other side of that is that it was almost expected that, you know, I kind of just let it ride. And I hate to say it, but I'm dying on this hill because I'm not doing that. Like I need the communication. Like my feelings are gonna be acknowledged.
Right.
You know, especially if I had the restraint not to engage in that space. Like if nothing else, my feelings will be acknowledged. And if they not, that's cool. But I only fuck with people who do. Because I got a lot of other people who do.
Right.
So it ain't no hard feelings. It's just, okay, you don't want to bring that to the relationship. You don't have to.
Yep. But I want to deal with people who do.
And being my family don't mean nothing.
Because the crazy thing is like, so your family, and this is what's always baffling to me on why family, like when family act the ass, because so you're my family. You've seen me at every stage of life. You know the deepest, darkest things that no one else would know. And you have that privilege simply because we're blood. You know where we come from. You know the history. You literally know everything. And then for you to think that you can just completely ignore my triggers when you know they're there and why they're there. And for you to and also be able to trigger me in a way that nobody else can. And you weaponize that and then got the nerve to not apologize, not acknowledge, not do nothing. Oh, you the first motherfucker I'm cutting off before anybody else. Because don't nobody owe me that before you.
And you got the most power over me because of that.
Oh, no. Like, nigga, that's
not doing it.
Yeah, like that shit is like, you know how drug dealers and snitching on each other is like, that's nah. That's going to get you cut off because especially when I feel like you family and you know the deepest triggers and you poke at them like you just playing in my wounds. Don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and then once again, you in that position where I'm not interested in smacking the shit out of you. That's not gonna do me no good. And then you got and then it always get messy because you got other family members who get in it and take sides. So not only am I beefing with you, your mama got something to say, your sister got something to say, but then y'all done went below the belt on me. Now if I dare do the same shit to you. Wow. And then don't let me do it better than you, or don't let your house be a little more fucking glass than mine, because them usually the ones. Yeah, go cut their ass off.
Cut their motherfucking ass.
Bye. We gotta be more accountable to our family, bro. And we gotta be nicer and sweeter and more understanding to the people that share blood with us. That's where it starts. Like, you walking around purposefully triggering the people like closest to you. Well, I hate to see how you treat anybody the fuck else. Nah, I'm good on that.
I really think it's being open to your family members that are doing different things or that are just trying, you know, just in different spaces, or just being open. Like, cause my thing, like you said, cause I got a big ass, so my family's huge. I got a big ass family. It's a whole bunch of people that look just like me. There's no question if we're around each other, it's very clear. And it's a ton of us. My grandparents have 10 kids who 9 of them have kids, and most of them have kids. And so it's like we fill up a church basement like that, you know, that family, like we all at the same church, we do all of that type of shit. And they do the pick sides, they do the judgment, and they don't know it, you know, it ain't even on purpose, but it's there. And like that matters. And so recently, like very, very recently, my husband, who was not a blood family member, was just fed up and spoke up in some ways that I didn't even know. He didn't even tell me.
He family.
Oh, baby. He opened his mouth and he said some things to some people. It's a blessing. You just gotta go. Like, I'm grateful that somebody gives a fuck that much about me, because he was like, you know what? Y'all ain't about to play my wife. Y'all got her fucked up, pretty much. And so he spoke up and said some things. And I had an aunt speak to me, 2 weeks ago for the first time in 5 years. And I was like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Right.
Like, God, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I was nice and pleasant. I spoke back. I didn't say nothing. But like, I mean, I guess. Thank you.
Right. Weird. You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
The problem is I forgot we had the sound.
That's suspicious.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it's just, and even then I'm sitting here like, yeah, but we're not gonna have a conversation about the last 5 years.
Right. Or
what is that about?
And see, family is weird because I'm getting married. Right?
Yeah. Do everybody else family not communicate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like legit. I've graduated 3 motherfucking times.
Oh my God.
I've graduated 3 motherfucking times. Everybody know my parents was addicts. Everybody know I was raised by my grandma. Everybody know my grandma was raising me by herself. Everybody know all of this, right? I didn't have a whole bunch of outside of the family that I always got. I didn't have no motherfuckers showing out for me. Wasn't nobody sending me no gifts to help me move. Wasn't nobody sending me shit. Didn't nobody have shit to do with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm getting married now, and everybody think they supposed to be at my shit.
Oh, baby.
Where the fuck y'all been? Where y'all been? Do you know the type of shit was going on? Daddy done died, all kinds of shit. Where the fuck y'all been? But now everybody want to be at the wedding, being fucking nosy. Like, it's just crazy. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I understand blood's supposed to mean something, but like, if the actions and the care and the actual love don't come with it, you can kiss my ass with that shit. I really don't care. Folks think time past equals an apology, like my memory broke or something, period.
It don't make
and
no
even
sense.
if I don't remember your exact words or your exact movements or emotions, I'm always gonna remember how you made me feel
every time. Yep.
And so I don't have to have no fucking explanation or none of that, because you knew what you was doing when you did it. And the only time you're gonna try to equivocate that shit with logic is when you know you did it on purpose and you trying to nitpick because you want to make me seem crazy. Nigga, nah, you knew what the fuck you was doing. You know you was on some whole shit. That's why all that time has passed.
Yep.
Because you thought I forgot. No, nigga, I ain't forgotten. I'm not gonna forget.
Yep.
So, yeah, we got to do better with our family, bro. Y'all, because some of y'all are trash.
So I will say this, and for a while it irritated me that my husband got people to move the way that he did, because it's like, damn, I literally been saying the same sentence for years. But whatever. I did get some apologies. This last time I went home,
did they feel genuine?
Yes, because of what they were for. So they were specifically about the fact that I said, so my family gets together a lot too. Now I don't live in the same place that they do, so I don't be at 99% of the stuff, but I do have the capability. Why I did. I can't believe I'm about to have a job. I had the capability to go whenever I wanted. You know what I mean? But I got a couple of apologies. So I don't know if speaking up helps. I don't know if bringing in third parties help. I do know as a therapist, I think they do. I think group family sessions matter, shit like that. But I specifically got apologies about, like, I'm really sorry that you just felt like you weren't included, and we got to do better. And actions have come in place for that. And so I do appreciate that. But that only happened because we had an outside person who was my husband basically came in.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if I like that or not. Like, it's
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that's kind of
yeah.
It's still you still ain't listening to me. But I guess I do appreciate the effort.
Yeah.
So what I'm learning is to appreciate the effort. Like, just steps. You know what I mean? Now that happened, maybe I can communicate somewhere. I don't know. I'm trying.
Right.
I'm not about to I can't stay buckled down in the negativity of it either.
Yeah. And
so it's like
each apology has to be taken, for its own, exactly, for its own individual merit. And that's regardless. But time does not equal an apology. Like, that works as if I spilled coffee on your shirt or some shit. Like, in real life, if I did something that felt intentional and that was hurtful, nigga, nah, you gotta own up to that shit. Or I'm straight on you. I mean, you don't have to, but just know I'm good on you.
Yeah.
Period. So now let's move to the romance portion of it.
Okay, good. I thought you was going to the other one.
Nope. Good. So the romance portion of it. This one is always interesting to me because, well, actually, this is the Golden Bowl. Do you think the concept of right person, wrong time, like, do you think that exists? Like, do you think that's a thing? Like, is it Golden Bowl? Like, do you believe in it?
I used to, but no, I don't. don't think it.
I don't either.
I used to be a strong believer of it. I swear to God, but I don't, because that's just not how shit works.
That's okay. So let me tell you why.
Like, and it might be because I'm married now. So
fair.
that it could be because, and it could be because you're about to be married. So
fair.
But after finding my person,
Hindsight, I
so.
guess, yeah.
I don't.
And like, I'm not dead, but
I believe the right people are with you at the right time for the right reasons. Now, whether they're reasons you want to accept or not, whether they're reasons that you like, and whether they're the lessons that you thought you was going to learn with them, absolutely you have no control over.
Yeah.
You might get an amazing ass person, and that might show you qualities of who you will get in the future. But if it ain't the right time, then it just ain't the right person, because that ain't the time or if it's supposed to happen, it'll come back. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the amount of the chances of it coming back, in my opinion.
Yeah. Like, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong, and this is based on my limited experience and what I've seen with people, you know, on my own observations. I've rarely seen shit come back around and it actually worked.
Yep.
Usually the comeback around is just to see, did you fucking learn the first time, or do I gotta or do you gotta find out the stove is fucking hot again?
Yep.
I personally have
really
never
let over JJ take you there again, girl.
Man, listen, and this is a hill I will die on. I personally have never seen or heard outside of a movie, right person, wrong time. Because truth be told is this, you see an opportunity and you are in arm's length to get it and you don't reach your arm out, it wasn't fucking yours. Yeah. And it's that simple. You didn't want it. So a person who don't want me ain't the right motherfucker. I'm sorry. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Especially if I'm the one reaching for you and you ain't reaching back and you giving me excuses. So I'm leaning over this cliff and I'm getting excuses back.
Yep.
No. I just
Yep.
I just don't believe it.
Time. Like,
no.
I'm a dozen. What do you mean? I mean, like, I'm not a dime a dozen.
You think that's what I'm about to say? Like, you think you thought this was coming around twice? Yeah,
that's what I mean. Yeah,
wrong person.
Yep.
Because the right person would never think that they gonna come across me twice.
So
nigga, never. No.
Yeah. So I met my husband young, right? Real young. We was 19, like young as shit, on two different sides of the state. You know what I mean? Like he over there, I'm over here. Nothing serious type shit or whatever. Very, very clear of the stakes of what's happening. Like, but at the time I was like, I had just got done talking to a different guy. And he had cheated and did a bunch. My bad, y'all. He had cheated and did a bunch of shit and all of that. And he was really just kind of letting it ride. Like, I'm trying to, we young, I'm trying to da-da-da. And I'm like, listen, bet, whatever. But my husband was not, at the time, he wasn't my husband. He was a 19-year-old frat boy. You know what I'm saying? All some bullshit. That's why I gave him the wrong number when I met him, because I ain't trust him either. Like, literally gave him the wrong number. He pulled up on me on some shit like, damn, like, forced me. But even that, like, when I say intent, like, I gave him the wrong number and he found me later and pulled up on me on some like, if it's the right time, why do I have the wrong number?
If it's the right person, they're not gonna let you pass.
And he didn't. He was like, I'm trying. Well, first he tried to asked my number in front of me, and I gave him the wrong number. He called in my face, and when it didn't go through, so I had to give him the right number. Then I'm walking home from the party to walk into my dorm. He calls me. I got my little flip phone. I look at it. I'm like, that's that nigga on some whole shit. Flip down, put my phone in my pocket, and the car pulls up on the side of me like, damn, really? And so at the time I was like, dang, he a stalker.
Right.
Which is a little bit of stalkerish, but it just kind of worked out that way. But what I didn't know at the time, like, that's
they was doing that in the video. They was doing that in the videos at that time. They was chasing the bitch down, so he thought he was cool.
I'm talking about roll down the window and shit. It was real, it was real video.
Right, I don't know your name, but excuse me, miss. I saw you from across the room.
It was real video. I said, this motherfucker, and you know, I'm
making me want to say
I'm cynical as hell. I don't play that shit. I'm like, nigga, get the fuck on. You trying to fuck? Go on somewhere. Like I'm real.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't. He said he had to go. Like he like, dang, we can't come stay with you. We got to drive all the way back to Northwood. You do. Goodbye.
The crazy thing is that because the crazy thing, I hear this right person, wrong time shit all the time.
I don't think so.
And the thing is that what I found, well, you know, in the experience that I have right now, I can only talk about what I know.
Yep.
When it's the right person, they gonna be on it so hard, it's gonna be a little scary. You're not gonna have to question. Like, it's gonna be so, like, literally, me and Jay first date, the second day of like our first weekend chilling together, because we met online. So y'all know how that shit go.
Well, I don't, but
the right person will not let you pass, bro. See?
At all.
I'll be dropping some wisdom. It just be, you know, with some Detroit stank on it. But nah, I was dealing, I had not a similar situation. I just ended a situation that in hindsight, I shouldn't have been in anyway. It was just timing. I was just in a rush trying to force it, you know. Stupid shit.
Because sometimes you not ready.
Man, listen, we'll circle back to that. But anyway, so I was, you know, dating. I was prepared to go into another whole phase. I had been single for a long time, so, you know, they was happening. I would go in and out of these phases. But regardless, I met Jay, and very early on, like I think the second day of us hanging out, he was like, yeah, you might as well go ahead and cut them other niggas off.
Yep.
Look at me. I'm like, oh, I met this nigga online. He crazy as fuck.
Yep. Yeah.
I done gave him a little
trauma.
I done gave dog a little taste of it, and he on this bullshit.
Trauma,
but no. But for real, that's the thing. When it's really meant for you, and it's the right person, the right time, it's gonna be so like, it's literally gonna be standing. It's gonna be like, you know how you take a sobriety test and the officer waves that flashlight in your light. I mean, your eye. You're not gonna be able to miss that shit.
No, you're not.
It's gonna be like
you're not gonna miss it. Yeah.
And like, that's it. Like dead ass. Like
now, do you gotta manage your trauma along the way? Hell yeah. And
that's your own
fuck it up.
And that's your own personal responsibility.
Because you can fuck it up.
But I will tell you though.
Even then, it's in your face.
The right person though, and this is the thing, the right person. You can be on your healing journey. You know what I mean? Like, everything doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be delivered and born again and all of that. The thing is, the right person will be able to be patient enough to allow you to have your journey and understand the merit in it. So it's not necessarily just having to be completely healed before you meet another person. It's about a person who does not disrupt your healing. Because you're going to get re-traumatized a lot of times about a lot of different things. And you're going to have to heal from a lot of shit while you with somebody, while you're not with somebody. And a lot of that healing journey is on your own, regardless of if you attach to another person. And so I feel like the right person, even if you're going through your trauma and your healing and all of that,
they see it as doable.
And
that matters. They see it as doable.
And it's not for you to tell that person what they think is doable. It's for them to see your scars and be like, oh, that ain't that bad. Cool, give me that Band-Aid. I got this.
Now, what's important is that you are that person. You're that person for them as well.
Exactly.
That's you have to be able to see their trauma and see it as doable.
And that's how, like, and I think,
but you do, because if it's the right person, you like, he tripping. This ain't even that big of a deal. Like, you be like, this ain't even that big of a deal.
Okay, we got a comment. It says, question. You got to blow it up because I'm blind. Yep. Question. Does fumbling a good thing count as like wrong time though? Are you saying like, does that count as right person, wrong time? No, I think that's wrong person. I think somebody like, oh, you saying the person who got fumbled was the right person? No, they wasn't yours. If you fumble, like fumbling a person, I don't think
if the other person fumbled you.
No, like if you fumbled that person, was that the right person?
That was your lesson.
That wasn't your person.
That was letting you. So you fell that deep. You know what I mean? You got into it. It was that close. but you needed to learn what it felt like to lose it, so that when the right person comes, you don't.
And
Like,
sometimes,
you gotta know.
and you also need to know what almost feels like.
Hell yes, the skin of your
'Cause listen,
chin.
the
goddamn it.
devil will hit you with the almost, boo, boo, because
That's
the
almost worse.
them rebounds always look like almost, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got a hole, and this is the nigga I knew he was coming. Nope, that wasn't him either.
Almost will fuck you over.
Oh, listen, the almost be the ones them be the ones that get they get left eyed, they get their shit burnt up. Them be the ones thinking you tried it.
Well, I think and you need to almost lose a motherfucker too,
or lose them.
I think both.
Yep.
Because almost losing them is almost more traumatic than losing. Because you're with them. So you almost like every day you working to stay.
And you stay around and see the damage you cause. That's the T.
Okay. That's a discussion.
When that person don't leave you, but you see them not trusting you, and you see them fighting with themselves because they don't believe what just came out your fucking mouth. And when you gotta feel that. You gotta feel that, because
that's hard. That's hard.
You need to feel it when you the one beating the motherfucker down, and you need to know what it feel like to get beaten down. So like when you out here and the motherfucker trying to get you to cheat on your man, but you remember, damn, you know what? I fucked up with that one dude because after I cheated, he still forgave me, but we never got back to where we was. And this nigga, I really love this nigga, so I probably should just go the fuck home.
Yep.
That's where you learn that at.
Yep.
Watching the motherfucker cry because of what you did, and they hate you, and they still want you to comfort them. That's some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, listen, don't get me started.
It is. It definitely is.
All right, so this one.
But a person that stay with you in that space, pay attention.
Pay attention. But why they stand with you is also a thing too.
Yes.
Why they stand with you is also a thing too. If this because
there gotta be some healing after this.
Because sometimes when that person stay and you realize what they willing to put themselves through just to have a motherfucking land next to them, and not you, just a motherfucker. Okay, because you shown you don't deserve it.
It gotta be about you,
baby,
not about them. It gotta be about that they specifically want you. They learned in that situation that they gonna spend their whole life chasing your motherfucking ass because it's you.
And I know it haunts motherfuckers when they know they got a motherfucker chasing them and they know they're not worthy to be chased. But how do I tell them that? I done cheated on them, they don't leave. I done did this, they don't leave. I done did this, they don't leave. So now I still got to be the villain again and break up with you after you stay with me for doing you dirty 6, 7 times. The dynamics be crazy.
But that's communication. Because if that's the case, you just don't want to be with a person, and you don't have to have a reason to stay with a person, right? Or leave. You don't have to have a reason to leave either,
right? But so that's a hard concept to swallow when you the one who fucked up. Because now you feel, especially if you care about the person you fucked over. It's hard to know what's worse.
I still would prefer. I still would prefer. Tell me. God damn it. I need direct.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Come through. Like that. Yep.
But yeah, so
we got some extra comments that's in the studio.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That if you wanna introduce our in studio comments?
Okay, y'all. So we got some in studio guests here. And they my homegirls. They're here because I'm getting married on Thursday. So they came to the bachelorette weekend festivities, and because I love them so much and they my dogs, I got them at Golden Studios because I want them to see what I do up close. They live out of town, so they don't usually get to see a live show. So I invited my girls up here to chill with us and watch how the production of the show goes. And so I guess the topic's juicy because my homegirl, her name is Dominique. She got something to say about the topic. Okay, so Dominique, flip it around. Yep.
Hello, friends.
Okay, yes. Dominique. So you had a comment for us. What's up?
I did. So I feel like you and Destiny touched on a couple really good things that I want to tie together just a little bit.
Okay.
I love full circles.
Okay.
Okay, circles. Me too.
It's very easy to kind of venture off in all the toxic ways you can fumble somebody. Right? But we're 30. 20s with some shit.
Yep.
And this verbiage that we're using now in this conversation comes from some of those lessons. And I say that to say, a lot of times you fumble something, not because you really mean to, but not because you didn't have the tools You didn't have the tools in your toolkit to be able to work through some stuff, right? And so I wanted to touch on the innocent ways you can fumble somebody, just because you'll be like you said, that almost will fuck you up. Like, damn, I had it. It was in my hands and I lost it. But the reason I asked the question, could fumbling somebody count as right person, wrong time? Because it's like, listen, no, because that was your lesson. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
you know, that still counts as, even though it was great and I may have been the one to ruin it, that still doesn't mean that that was the best you was gonna get.
Because if you fumbled it, it's kind of like, okay, damn, the pass was for me and I had the ball in my hand and I fucking fumbled it. And it's only because I didn't have X, Y, and Z. Okay, so now that you know that, are you gonna go get the tools or you gonna keep dropping balls?
Or you probably got some of the tools through this experience. Like, we also gotta know that tools are developed through what happens. And so you start looking back like, damn, I should have been more communicative. Damn, I should have said something right then. Like, oh, that he did tell me he needed that support in that space. I guess I ain't take it serious. So I gotta start listening to people more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta start listening to what's happening and start, you know what I mean? Like,
or get out of my own head, or not be so selfish, or
even, you
it's
know,
a bunch of things,
I deserve it. Cause that's some inside work too. Like, I know I've fumbled things before because I didn't think I deserved them. Like, it's just legit. I'm like, something has to be wrong with it.
Oh yeah.
Because
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
it's just not. And so I fumbled it before, but I'm a true believer that God had to teach me that I deserved it. And so a way of learning that you deserve it is losing it.
Yep.
Because you had it. And then when you lose it, it's such a big hole. It's like, oh, wait, that was for me.
Yeah.
It was made for me. It was built for me. That was for me. Well, a person like me. You know, because that specific thing may not be it.
Or things could have been better had I cherished it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't even necessarily believe in better. I mean, it's just what it is. Like, I do think that we can judge on a scale of what's better or worse. We can judge ourselves. We can assess ourselves and always be better. I do agree. But then there's a line to that though.
Yeah, because it could have, it might work for the better in the end. It just, doesn't feel better
and it could have been better, but it could have been worse. Who knows?
Right,
like, it's just, you really don't know.
Right.
We're talking about situations that are hypothetical, and it was good in that space, but something could have happened the next day and flipped that shit on his head.
Yep.
And he was great in that moment, but how do he deal with when your mom is sick and he got to help you in that space? How do he deal with having to take over fully financially, depending on what needs to happen? How do he deal with you having to take over fully financially if shit needs to happen? How do he deal with somebody in his family doing something wrong or something disrespectful to you and having to be in the middle? Like, there's things, how is he as a parent? What is his parenting skills? Like, yes, he worked as far as we made it into that relationship, but there had to be some. We don't know. There had to be. Maybe I'm being protected. Like, we don't know what his future looks like either. Maybe he develops an alcoholism habit later. Like, I mean, I hate to say that, but you know what I'm saying.
No,
we really
that's
don't
real
know.
shit.
Like,
what if his dick stopped working?
What if his dick stopped working? Legit. Like, you really don't know. Like, and you also don't know the woman that you're on track to become. Because you think you do.
And what if your pussy end up dry?
Plan. Or just you become attracted to different things.
Yep.
There was a guy that I just knew was gonna be my motherfucking man for my whole goddamn life. And it ended up, it was a fumble. I don't know. I won't even say he fumbled me. He just kind of ghosted. It was a whole thing. I really didn't have any type of explanation as to what it was. Like, I really just kind of felt some type of way. But I ended up figuring out very soon, not that long after, that he just really wasn't the one. Even though that's what I thought my life was supposed to be. And it hurt so bad. And then I ended up meeting my husband, who's nothing like him.
Yep. That's a word.
Who's nothing like him. He is. I thought even after me and this guy broke up, I was like, my husband's gonna be like him. No, my actual husband ended up being nothing
completely
like him.
Different.
Because that wasn't what I needed. Yep. I thought I needed him or something like him.
And you wasn't always gonna be that person either.
Exactly. My husband then was for who I needed today.
Yeah.
Not who I was back then.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And I thought I knew who I was gonna be, but
Child.
I don't know who I'm gonna be tomorrow at this point. Like, it changes daily.
Yep.
And so the type of man that sometimes you don't know. Sometimes he works
Most
for that
times
space,
you don't know.
but he don't work in your growth sessions.
Yeah,
He not, bad bitch 35.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's different. And so you need different people to be able to be there.
Yeah.
And maybe at that time, the man that's gonna be there at bad bitch 35, he's still 32.
Man, listen.
And he needs them 3 years to get to that. He needs that.
Yep. And let's be clear.
You cannot meet him at 32. He's not going to be there.
That's not just for romantic relationships either. Because you're going to have some friends who can hang with the law student who can't hang with the lawyer. All right?
Yes.
You're going to have some friends. You're going to have some friends who
that was a word.
They can clap for your first championship. By championship 5, they tired of fucking clapping for your ass.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to tell you, like, that's why you have to roll with what you know is true. Like,
and emotions and stuff change people too. Because that same man that y'all was doing great as you raised, he might get jealous.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, you was good when he was a first year engineer and you was a broke law student.
Yep.
But then y'all incomes, something happened in his engineer world. Y'all incomes change.
Yep.
He might get jealous.
Or that motherfucker been working for however long, put you through school or whatever, and he making this much. And then your first year out of wherever, you start making more than him right away.
We don't know what
you don't know.
Sometimes you don't know what you're being saved from.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just don't. You can't change it either way. It is no reason to get caught up in it.
Yeah.
Like, you doing what you're supposed to do. Like, just love you. Yeah. Love the flaws. Love the mistakes. Love the shit you learn from the fumbles.
Mm-hmm.
Because a football game is good when the motherfucking ball fumble, baby. Okay,
because we got to run back and forth. We got to strategize.
Now we got something to prove. We got everybody on their feet. Get the ball. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
some teams score off of fumbles.
They do.
Some don't.
Off of their own fumbles.
Yeah,
it don't matter.
Or the other team's fumbles.
Yep.
Okay.
It's so you just love it. Just try to love yourself. My biggest advice for people when they looking for their partner is to say fuck them and to love yourself. Love yourself so fucking hard, because that's when your partner gonna show up. Because when you are seen loving on yourself, they gonna want to love on you too. Like, that's just the truth of the matter. Is like, love on yourself hard, know who you are. Be honest about it. Be open to new relationships that are not romantic. Like, just learning and loving people.
The truth is that at the end of the day, and like I said, this is relationships across the board.
Yes.
The only responsibility that you have is to listen to the people that you love and give them what you can.
Yep.
And then figure out what you need and communicate that to those people. So the motherfuckers who want to listen are going to try their best to make sure that your needs are met as far as they can stretch. You know what I mean? What they can do for you was from surplus of their cup. They're going to try to fill yours if they can.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you're going to do the same. However, if you're not communicating what you need, or you're not doing the work to figure out what you need, and they not doing the same, so y'all building up these expectations that's coming out of the clear blue sky, because ain't nobody said shit to either one. And then now people are falling short when they didn't know that they were being tested in the first place. So that's the thing. All you can do is love yourself enough to figure out what you need, trust that person enough to communicate it to them, and trust that they're going to do the right thing with it. And when they don't, then decisions got to be made. But we just got to understand what we can do in relationships, what we can't control, what we can't. And the main thing is the listening, figuring out what you need, and trusting that person enough to tell them. And then after your needs are communicated, I mean, what else, what else can you do?
I got a curveball question. Golden ball.
Okay.
Do you believe in right person, wrong time in friendships?
Right person, wrong time. Like, I met somebody who was cool. We just can't be cool right now. No. I think it's the same.
Or backwards. Y'all have been cool, but can y'all grow?
Apart?
Yeah, like is there a time that like right person, but then as time continues, wrong time?
Yes.
Like time was good back then.
Yes.
But is time
it's
good
not
now?
no more. Yes. I believe in the growing apart. So I believe that wholeheartedly.
So you could be you could be a past resource or a past tool or a past help, positive thing in my life, but you're not no more.
Yeah. And I think the only thing that as far as the differences, with friends, I don't think that sometimes it could be depending on the situation. But with friends, I think there's only a little more flexibility just because the emotions are different. I think there's flexibility of like still keeping some type of relationship without it being the same relationship y'all had. So for instance, y'all can grow apart. We can still be cool. You know what I mean? Like I might hit you up like, hey, I'm having a birthday dinner, or, something like that. Hey, I'm throwing my husband a birthday party. That don't mean we have the same friendship we always had because we've grown apart. Our lives have changed. We see things differently. There might be a reason for us to protect our space from each other just because, we've grown and decided what we want, what we don't want in our space. I truly believe that some friends grow bitter over time, depending on what they've been going through in their life. And that bitterness you might not have space for that bitterness and what's going on in your life. I think all of that happens. I think the cutoff doesn't have to be so hard just because like with the romantic partner, they so involved and immersed in your space that kind of doing it halfway, it takes some time to get to that point. And maybe with super close friendships too, depending on how they end.
I was gonna say, I think
it's a way to like water down.
Yes.
Without like cutting it completely off with those friends. But yeah, I definitely think that the growing apart is a thing. And I can't even say that I haven't experienced it, ain't experiencing it now. Like, you can just tell that, okay, this is where the fork in the road comes. Like, this is where I go this way and you go that way. That don't mean I can't see you on your path and, see what's going on and wishing you luck and all of that stuff. But we just not on the same path no more. And what's allowed in our spaces have to adjust if we're going to continue to, chase what we both feel like we deserve. And
I also believe that friendships can come back around, but I do think that sometimes the timing just ain't right. Like,
yeah,
it's just that. Yeah, like I really think that sometimes the timing is just not right. Like sometimes they're not mature enough, or the maturity levels are different, or the focus levels are different, or the priorities are different.
Yep.
And some, and I do think that the watering down has to happen, and maybe it can be spiked up. Maybe we can add a shot to my cup type of deal.
Yeah,
but
like the ice melted it a little bit, but we can add some more liquor in there later. But
yeah, I have a Yeah, I got a really, really, really close friend right now that we don't really talk as much. And nothing specific. Well, something did happen, but nothing huge happened. But it was big enough, you know what I'm saying, for priorities to be able to be known. And so it's like to protect maybe trauma, but to protect myself, I think it just makes more sense to water down a little bit.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure if she see this, she knows exactly what I'm talking about. It ain't a secret. But I'm sure she feel it too, so that's why I'm openly saying it. Cause
it is what it is.
She feel different. She can call me.
Right.
But like, I think that, and this is a really, really, really close person to me. But I just think right now, maybe in life, in time and space, maybe we just focused on different things, or maybe it's just not the time as much.
Yeah,
and I struggle in that because it's like, well, I want to support. You don't want to be a person that cuts off. You know, but in the same space, like just. I do think that sometimes it's healthy to water down. Like I think
for me,
seasons have different intensities.
Yeah, like for me, the transition happening in my life now is because, and like I told y'all, I was single for a really long time before this relationship with Jay. Like, and so I was very dependent on my close friends for a lot of things that I now have to transition from leaning on them for, and I have to lean on my husband for now.
Yeah.
This man that's about to be my husband, I have to take those things off of my friends' plates and move them to his plate.
Even if they don't want them taken off.
Even if they don't want them taken off.
The hard part.
And like, you know, and it's just because they've been used to, you know, like
surviving together.
Yeah, surviving together. They've been used to me needing them for certain things. And
there's also things that
being my
that's on
first
your
call.
plate that gotta
Yeah,
go.
exactly. Certain things on my plate that gotta go. You know, like once I get married, I might not be able to jump and run to my best friend's birthday, everything the whole month now because I got a husband, you know what I mean? Things like that. So that's a transition that I'm trying to like, that I've been making, that I have to make in my mind. And like everything is just that, that's a dynamic that me and my friends are just going to have to get used to. Cause for a long time, I didn't have to depend on a man for, you know, these things, X, Y, and Z. And now it's not just depending on a man. This is my husband. Like he got on his knee in front of a room full of people and said, put this on my plate. You know what I mean? And I said I would. And so now I have to deal with that transition. And so, you know, certain people being my first call, or even if I was, you know, when I was single and I was dealing with people and getting into an argument with a nigga, I'm calling my friend, you know, da-da-da-da-da-da. Now it's not like that. It's a more sacred space. Every conversation me and my husband had is not for me to call my friend and tell. They not gonna know every detail of my life like they used to. You know, and all of those things. And so that has to be, that's a transition that I'm making.
And even
and it's not easy because like I was one of those people, because I come from a different type of family dynamic too. So I was one of those people who lean heavily on my friends. Like we real tight. Like these are my siblings at this point. So like when you moving the stuff around on the plates, it feel funny because some of it might feel like disloyalty, and it's not disloyalty. It's just reallocation. It's shifting, and I got to be willing to do it if I want. If I want that life that I've been praying to God for my whole life, I got to be willing to make those changes, and it's hard.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard. It's deep too.
And even having to learn to go to different friends for different things. Like when I first got married, it was tough because I didn't know a lot of married friends, and so there were some people that, like I talk about my friend Melba all the time because she just came into my life at the right time as a married person, and so like, you know, I could call my friends that I've been talking to for years and that I've always known and everything. And, you know, to be on the phone with them, everything is cool. But of course, their first reaction is fuck that nigga. And it should be because that's just what it is.
And they on my side.
And they right. God damn it, fuck him. But the truth of the matter is I can't leave him over this. Like, you know what I mean? I signed a contract to be his partner. And so
them ain't just words on that you see in movies no more. These are real fucking bylaws of my daily fucking life.
So now I gotta talk to somebody that understands the concept that the resolution of this problem has to look differently because we gotta exist in the same house. We gotta exist in the same space. I need to be able to communicate how I feel and accept how he feel in a safe enough space that we can still live here. So he's not feeling cut off and I'm not feeling cut off. And I have to, you know, like and you
have to talk to people who come, this is what I'm getting, come from a space of compromise. Because Black women, we don't think other Black women got to compromise on shit. Don't settle, fuck that nigga, say what you got to say, get what you deserve. And we need each other for that. We do. Like it's necessary. And there are even moments, even your married friends gonna be like, all right, this is the moment you got to stand
double down.
Yep. You know what I mean? But
but then it's other times.
Your friends who haven't experienced that level of relationship before, they coming from a place of I love you and you're perfect to me no matter what the fuck happens. And you right, no matter what the fuck that nigga say or what you said, right? But when you married, that's not always true. And you can play that game with them hoes y'all be having. You cannot play that game with your husband. Because if that bitch keeps saying that, eventually your husband gonna tell you to cut that bitch off. And then what you gonna do? Right? So it's...
Yep. Because what do you do? But that's a whole different conversation.
What do you do? But yeah, all right.
But
So speaking of which, this is the last one. It's gonna get juicy. But we gotta make it juicy and we gotta make it fast.
I was gonna say we gotta make it fast.
All right. Bold or gold? Letting your man get away with shit you wouldn't let your friends get away with.
Example, like what?
Lying. Ooh. It's okay. Disloyalty.
What does that mean?
Like for instance, your man can be like texting another bitch or something, you know, whatever. Like, you know how we get jealous when your friend got other friends and they don't invite you and, you know, shit like that. Like,
yeah,
you feel like you sharing your friend.
Weight.
No, because I know some bitches who get mad when I
get mad. I still don't think it's the same way. Like, I don't know why, but my man texting the bitch. I'm supposed to be your only woman. I know that I'm not your only friend. Like, you know what I mean? We had an agreement that I was your only woman.
I literally have a friend of mine right now that has another friend that literally cannot stand that she has other friends. Like, but they get into it about this shit.
Yeah, but just because she can't stand it does not mean that ain't the contract of their friendship. Nigga, when you became my man, we agreed that I was your only girl.
Right.
Now, do I hate that you got other friends? Yes. But do I know that you got them? Yes.
Right.
I can't do nothing. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just.
But even when you're talking to a nigga though, but even when you're talking to a nigga and he telling you the only one, blah, 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 and you find out that you're not the only one. Y'all not together, but you find out you're not the only one. Bitches will forgive a nigga for that and not even say nothing else about it, but will really have a long, drawn out beef with their friend because you don't hang out with me like you hang with that bitch. And you went to that bitch birthday party and you ain't come to mine. And how the fuck you gonna buy her da-da-da-da? And when, you know what I'm saying? Like that be a thing.
I agree.
So that's what I was talking about.
I do. I agree.
Yeah.
So if the stakes are the same, you know, why basically we not together. I just go off of, like, for me, I can feel some type of way. I can't trip on you if we've already agreed that I'm not your girl. Like, if we not official, like, that's why I'm big on communication, because I need to know what we are and what that looks like. And I'm big on that with my friends too. Bitch, tell me what it is, because I thought you ain't like her.
Right.
So I'm just trying to figure out what it is. Like, do you like her now? I mean, if you do, you know, that's fine.
But I'm just saying, because I know for a fact that bitches give more passes to niggas than they do their friends.
I agree.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, is that gold or bold?
Is it gold or bold? I think they're different relationships. So I don't know. Let me see.
You let your man get away with murder, but you making subliminal messages about me not coming to Cheesecake Factory for your birthday dinner. Bro, I'm not even. Oh my God.
Now listen, I agree. I agree, especially because like you won't because you ain't coming to Cheesecake Factory, not even because of some shit that like you ain't coming to Cheesecake Factory because you being a hater. Like, you know what I mean? Like you so
the thing is
girls are just catty. Like, you purposely not showing up to cheesecake. So I know it's more behind it. Like,
right. But what I'm saying is, though,
I mean, if you tired, if you working, if you do, you know what I'm saying? That's
but you don't think, but it's more like, that's the thing though. Like, it's more behind when niggas do shit to you too. It ain't just, that's what I'm saying. And so bitches will literally ignore what's behind the shit a nigga do to you and just chalk it up to the fact that he dumb, you know how niggas is, or he don't know how to communicate, blah, blah. But a bitch do something little. It don't even have to be even in close proximity to what this nigga did. Yeah. And she's on your shit list. You have blocked her. Yeah. She can't follow you on social media. You done put her in a group message about all your friends. You done made statuses about her. You done told her business, all kinds of shit.
Yeah. I feel you. I'm just not that bitch, but I feel you.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I hold everybody accountable.
Period.
me and my man get in the room and nigga, we got to talk. And me and my friends get into a room and bitches, we got to talk.
See, honestly, no. And like, for me, I ain't gonna lie.
And I'm gonna treat you the same way. If I talk to my man and you dismiss my feelings, bet. And if I talk to my friend and you dismiss my feelings, bet.
See, like, I low key think I'm the opposite. It's a lot. I think my friends do a lot more shit that I don't say nothing about than my nigga. Jay breathe wrong. I'm on his ass.
Yeah.
My friends, I'm especially like, because with my friends, number one, I gotta make sure that I'm seeing what I'm seeing. So for a minute, I'm not gonna say nothing just because I gotta make sure that I'm not fucking tripping. And then once you do some shit, depending on what it is, I might not say shit to you about it. So
I think I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I expect more loyalty from my friends than my man. And so maybe that's why.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Like,
I don't think the thing is
I think they're different.
But I even though I'm the other way, I get what you saying though.
Like,
I get the fuck out of that. I do.
I don't know what it is. It's like, okay, I almost expect him to fuck up. And that ain't right.
See, I think that's what I think with my friends. I feel like, nigga, I've been knowing you since I was 6. You gonna piss me off at some point. I've been knowing you since I was like, you're gonna fuck up.
But pissing me off. That's good. I mean, my friends piss me off all the time.
Right.
Pissing me off and like loyalty issues or like some real shit. You know what I mean? That's just a little different. Like, and I feel like we're not fucking. This should be so much easier. I've been knowing you all of this time. We should be able to communicate this through. We should be able, you should be able to just come to me. I should be able to just come to you. Like, this shouldn't be as messy as it is because my romantic feelings are in it. Like, the reason that I'm going through this shit with this nigga is because I love him in that space. Like, we love each other without the squiggly lines of sex and the squiggly lines of that extra stuff. So I feel like I do expect more from my friends. Like, I expect you to communicate with me more than my man.
And and when you say your man, you talking about your husband. So you think you expect more out of your friends than your husband, or just your man?
Just my man. I think married relationships are different.
It's way different. I got you.
I think that they're different, and I honestly think that friends struggle with that. Like, a lot of my friends struggle with my I wouldn't say a lot of my friends, but there are spaces that they struggle because I'm not able to be as, like, you do have to understand that when your friend get married, your slot slips. So you were number one best friend, but you're now number two. And you have to be able to know that.
Right. Exactly.
So that's, but at the same time, your husband got to know that too. Like, my husband is he's very knowledgeable about who my friends are, how they operate. He know when my friends come to town. He know what it is. That weekend is over. I'll see you later. Goodbye.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah.
He know when it's bachelorette weekend. Don't talk to me.
Yeah. Yep.
He hosted us at the club. Goodbye. And didn't see him no more because what the fuck? Like,
see, when you put it like that, because when I was talking, I was thinking about like my friends versus like Jay, which, like you pointed out, Jay is about to be my husband, so that's different.
But see, the roles are. See, my expectations for my husband is just different than my friends. Like, and so yes, the loyalty for my husband, that's my life partner. That ain't like he's my life partner. I think we literally gotta work together.
That's what I'm saying. I think I think I'm way more critical of my man. And when I say my man, I'm talking about Jay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more critical of my man, but also naturally, I guess, like you said, we would be because we're in the same space all the time.
Yeah.
With my friend, and then the thing is that
I got high expectations for my friends.
With my friends, though,
my friends.
Yeah, see, my friends, for me, it would be so hard for them to like fuck me up deeply, like deeply, you know what I mean? Like, and not to say your friends can't hurt your feelings, because they definitely can. I mean, we've all experienced that, like, to where you wanted to choke your friend. Like, I'd have beat this. I should pull up on her and beat her ass right now. Like, that's how you be feeling. But,
But the reason that you feel that way is because y'all are super close and you have feelings and emotions for that
But
person.
but the thing is that I guess where I'm coming from is the reason I think I'm more critical of my man is just because he holds so much, right? And my friends, even though they've been around and they know a lot, they don't hold as much at stake as my man does. And so when he fucks up, there's more to lose than when my friend fucks up. And that's why I feel like,
how? Like you, because you also said that, because of your family situation, your friendships, you lean on them almost more than anything else. And so it's almost
but when my family, what I was saying is because like they know the triggers deeper. And so when they weaponize the triggers, you know what I'm saying? It's like fucked up.
Yeah. But your friends have now become your siblings. And so they know. You know what I'm saying? Your friends are very aware of what they do. Now, if you just making the choice to be more understanding of their situations and their because I mean, we can,
but what I'm saying, like, right at this point, right? Like, Jay is my family, and we, we got kids and a household, like a literal house, like rent, bills, all that type of shit together. So if he fucks up, that's like literally pieces of my livelihood, day-to-day livelihood, that's like at stake. Like if I have to move because of him fucking up, or you know what I'm saying, now I'm disconnected from my stepkids because of what you did, that's a different level. My friends, they can fuck up and they can hurt me deeply, but my day-to-day livelihood ain't gonna be challenged. My relationship with my kids ain't gonna be challenged. My bills ain't you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like there's so much more at stake. Like with my friends, it'll just be more about my feelings just being hurt.
I don't know. I mean, for me, I think that's a big deal. So I think it's just dependent on, maybe it's just the more immediate things at stake. Maybe it's just the things that are in your daily life, like you're saying. But like, I feel like there's going to be some, like if let's say you and Shatora have to stop talking, you know what I'm saying? She out of your life for whatever reason. Like, I do think there's some detriment to that. Like, I think, and I think that shit gonna hit you almost as hard as losing Jay, if not as much, because you've known her that hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, like Shatora knows the growth of you. Shatora's seen, you know what I mean? All of it. Like she's seen parts of you that Jay honestly have not. So, I mean, of course, I'm not saying that she has to arrive at your husband.
Yeah, but Jay is like, that's the thing though, because me and Shatora, our friendship developed over time, and it wasn't about necessarily no promises or commitments we made to each other. It was just an organic thing that developed on its own, but it could go any way at any time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but y'all have made promises and commitments. You make promises.
But not on a level. Not on a level with my man.
I think they're different. I do think that they need to both be held at high standards.
But I don't think they rise to the same level. I just don't.
I mean, I feel you.
Yeah, I don't think they rise to the same level. Now, are they?
But I don't think that's a good enough excuse to like ignore what your friends do. Like
I'm not ignoring what they do. I'm just saying
that's not what I'm just saying.
I hold him to a higher standard than I hold them. I
feel you. I'm saying for the purpose of this conversation, we talking about like basically the comparison. Like I'm holding them accountable as well. The women in my life, you are only getting access to me if you give me that same type of undeniable loyalty. Like I'm not saying, no, you're not my husband. You're not fucking me. You're not growing a life with me, but you're not coming into my house where my husband is. You're not coming into my space or where I am. You're not coming into my fucking office unless I feel a certain at least level of energy or space where I feel like I'm gonna feel some type of protection from you. And my day ones, my friends who are friends, them bitches that stood next to me when I got married, I hold them to a certain standard. I do. And I don't give a fuck how any of them feel about it. Like either you gonna be there and that, because if your relationship with your man is that serious, then these other relationships that are close to you in your spaces are serious as well. And so I can't have women around that close to me, you know what I'm saying, in all of my seriousness if they don't take it serious too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like I hold them. I do hold them very, very, like I hold them high. They hold me high, shit.
I ain't saying I don't hold them high. I just hold my man higher.
I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I just don't, I understand. I'm just not, I'm addressing my friends too. Like I just am. And it ain't, it ain't, I'm a true believer that I should be able to tell you how I feel. And we
Yeah.
get past it just like me and my man do. Because that's the other side of it
Right.
too. Like, I think the other side of this golden boat is like, well, you let your friends, being mad at your friends about stuff you let your man get away with. How well is the conflict resolution between your friends versus you and your man? Like, how is that conversation going? Can you and your friends get over shit the way you and your man can? Like, because that's the thing too. We do a lot more conflict resolution with our romantic relationships. We do a lot more critical thinking and problem solving. We work some shit out. Do we really sit down and have those conversations with our friends and be honest with them and go through that? We don't do that. Like, we don't ever. None of us. And the real question is, like, why is that harder? Because those relationships matter. Like, you know what I mean? It is harder for me to tell
of course they matter.
But they matter a lot. Like,
they matter a lot.
If you're willing to come and tell your man, but you don't want to tell your friend, like how she made you feel, but you're willing to tell your man. Why is that? Like, that's some shit you got to unpack. Like, that's some, not you specifically, but that's something that we kind of gotta pull from. Because it's like, why do I not want to be vulnerable with her? What am I afraid of? What type of, like, where is this ranking at that I'm scared to tell her, but I'm willing to tell him? Like, that I just feel like those lanes should be crossed. I mean, those lanes should be open in all spaces. So it's like, well, do we not have that safe space? And if not, why not? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I just do. And I mean, that has resulted in me losing some friendships, but it is, I mean, it ain't that I don't care. I love all of those women and all of the spaces that they do, but I'm a giver naturally. I'm a helper naturally. It's my profession. It's my life. It's who I always been. Yeah. And so I have to be very direct and very communicative about what my boundaries look like and what my expectations for people are. Right. And I take my friends serious. Like, I just do. I mean, to be completely honest, I think your friends can almost hurt you more than your nigga in a lot of spaces too. Like, you know what I mean? They can hurt you on some levels if they really want to, So I think that I think friendships are just very deep. And I think that as a society, we downplay them. And then it's like, I don't care. Like, nigga, you care. You and her just broke up. Right. Basically. Y'all had a breakup. Yep. Y'all friendship just died. You're grieving. You know what I mean? You gotta grieve over the fact that ain't your bitch no more. Like, that's real.
Yep. And I low-key think that some of that comes from bitches have a real fear of not, like, having a man to die with. And I don't think they have a real fear of not having friends to die with.
I agree.
There are bitches who take pride in not having no fucking friends, but want to die married.
That's true too. Yeah, and we'll change some goddamn deal breakers over it. Just to make sure that body's
for sure. Oh, for sure. And that's interesting. Number one, I think for a lot of women, they're taught that having a man or having a husband is tied to success. Like, kind of how we talked about earlier. Like, I've graduated however many times, and a lot of people in my life didn't even blink an eye. I'm getting married, and all of a sudden, the motherfucking
baby.
The floodgates is open and everybody fuck with me. And oh my God, Maisha, I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. They don't even know what the fuck I do for work.
Girl.
And so like, I think
that is something that we need to question as a society.
Yeah.
Because I've been married 5 years and the exact same thing happened to me. Like, I remember saying to my mama, like, I have a master's degree. Like, I'm the first in my family to do a lot of things. Like, I have bust down generational curses all over the place. And I got married, and this is all I had to do was find a man for y'all to praise me and put me on this pedestal and get jealous. Like,
girl,
I got friends that I got 3 more degrees than, and they don't blink an eye. I got a man, and it was like, oh, I can't deal with her. What? Like, wait a minute. What just happened?
When I tell you, it's a discovery, child. It's a discovery.
There are people in my life now that only talk to me about, help me find a man. I gotta find a man. Help me find a man. We don't even have conversations no more about life. It's just about, now that I got a man, I gotta help them find a man, because people are so pressed now. Like people want to come to shit.
Motherfuckers who, oh my God, listen. And this is what I don't like. And this is why, a lot of people, you got a lot of people who be like, don't be getting relationship advice from single people and all this shit. And like, you can say that all day if you want to.
Yeah,
but I have, for the most part, in my adult life, always been the single friend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, before Jay, my last real relationship was when I was 21 years old.
Wow.
Me and Jay met when we were 27. And during that time, you know what I mean? I was labeled that friend. Like, I was difficult to deal with. I was, a stick in the mud. I stopped fucking with niggas for little reasons that wasn't that serious. I dropped niggas too easy, all that. I was a single friend that, of course, they niggas hate it. Of course, she gonna say, fuck that nigga. She ain't got no man, blah, 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 blah. And it wasn't even about that. It wasn't about that at all. I just wasn't the person that was just gonna date anybody just to be dating somebody. Yes. And so now that I'm getting married, you, the one to get, what? The one that didn't want to, and the one, yeah, the one that required a nigga to be better. Can you fucking believe it?
That's the tea too. That's the secret.
You see what I'm saying? And it's like, that's the hard, that's the hard part. That's the difference between you just dating anybody and finding your soulmate. Like, you have to be willing to cry and lay lonely. Yep. And block that nigga and not reply to that text message and say no to that date. And like, and yeah, sometimes you're gonna be labeled the single, bitter ass, mad ass friend who da. Yeah. Until they realized it was so simple to be with you in the first place. When literally it was just like, all you had to do was try for real.
We got a comment. Ain't nobody ever check on my mental health in school, but what sure asked me when I'm gonna bring somebody home. I roll.
Ooh. Who said that? Who said that? Dominique?
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell listen, didn't give a fuck about how I was doing in school. Didn't know if I had money for my books. Didn't know if the rent was paid. Didn't know if I was eating. None of that shit. You get what I'm saying? And literally people that I have not seen since I've started my period.
I was just about to say 14 years old. Like, yes. What?
And I'm supposed to pay for you, your wife, your 3 kids, and your dog to come to my wedding. Kiss my motherfucking ass. Like, and it don't even be like that, but it's just like, I know what I was really going through. It was literally times I did not know when the fuck I was going to eat. It was literal times where I had a job interview and could not afford a fucking pair of stockings to wear to that bitch. And now y'all see I'm getting married. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that shit that I went through. You know what I'm saying? Y'all supposed to be family, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, all of that. And you offended because you didn't get an invite to my wedding? You a clear ass motherfucker who ain't gonna give a gift when you come anyway. Get the fuck, no.
And it ain't even about your relationship. They just want to see.
They just want to see. They just want to see. You ain't even been around to meet the nigga that I'm with, and you think you supposed to be at my wedding?
That was my rule too. If you've never met him, you will not be there. We've been together too long. If you ain't never met him, you ain't coming.
And listen, and I can even don't even get it twisted. I can even understand somebody not meeting him yet, right?
Yeah.
Because y'all was together for the longest. If they hadn't met him, they should not have been.
Most of my family hadn't.
But like, listen, it's motherfuckers who hadn't met him yet, but knew when I met him, knew when we became official, knew, you know what I'm saying? Like, knew about the first date, the second date, the third date. Oh, we did this. Oh, listen, motherfuckers who knew when I swiped right on the motherfucker. Look at this nigga I just met him. So, you know what I'm saying? So even if you hadn't met him, you can understand what was happening. You feel me? And that's cool. But you literally have not checked on me. You probably can't even tell me my middle fucking name or my birthday. You don't even know what high school I went to, what college I went to, what law school I graduated from. Can't tell me a goddamn thing about me. But you just want to be in a room off the strength because the shit look like it's about to be fun.
Well, you know what else I've learned? I've learned that people want to be around love. Like, I don't know, like it's contagious or some shit.
Yeah.
I have learned that.
And I get weddings are hype. Like outside of mine, I've only been to 2 weddings in my whole life. And they was hype.
No,
I mean, it was very, lovey-dovey, but like I'm not just showing up to a motherfucker wedding that I don't know.
Positivity. People can, I don't think it's a bad thing to want to. I just think that it's unrealistic to think that I'm gonna spend $100 on a plate for you. Like, that's the thing. But anyway. Back to the conversation at hand. Letting your man get away with something that you wouldn't let your friends get away with. I think that we need to work on conflict resolution with our friends. I think that we do it.
Hell yeah.
I think we get to the nitty gritty, be crying, snot, and shit with our niggas. And I don't think we do that with our friends. And sometimes I need to cry over what a bitch did.
And you know what? And I think the problem is that we don't know how to, like you said, we don't know how to have healthy arguments with our friends. No, because honestly, like with your man, you get good at arguing with that nigga because you get used to how he respond. This, that, and the third. You done ran all your fact sheet down. You done did all your internet research. This bitch liked the picture at 2 and this bitch liked the picture at 4. And I got the screenshots and I wish that nigga motherfucking would. And you done did all that. With your friends, it ain't that. Because sometimes you be feeling shit about your friends and you not sure if you right. And then, you know what I'm saying? And you know your friends and you know when they gonna lie, what they not gonna lie about. You know the information they told you versus the information you got from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And all of that shit. And like the dynamics of handling that can be very tricky. Depending on who you gonna bring. Because listen, when it's your man, it's only gonna go so far. Oh yeah, my sister Shatora said she seen your motherfucking ass at such and such with such and such. You know his ass ain't gonna call Shatora.
Yeah.
Your friend, let's put this shit in the group message now. 20 motherfuckers is in it. And you just like, I low-key don't even give a fuck about this shit enough to be arguing about this shit for. Because listen, women, especially black women, they gonna argue for a week.
I will say
it shouldn't be like that though. The way you were saying.
I've known that my friends are flat out lying to me about stuff and I've let it pass.
I would never let my nigga do that.
I was just about listen.
Not a day. Soon as you lie, I'm punching you in your shit. I bet you better. I wish you motherfucking would.
I swear to God, I have been looking at my friends' faces and knowing that they bold face lying. And let any man, especially my husband, but anyone I've ever dealt with, the sentence won't be out before I'm like, nigga, you lying. Excuse me. No, you want to know how I know? Because this.
I got a whole essay. I
might have hit you because what's the fuck?
And we calling that bitch. And we corroborating the story 20 times over. Blah. Listen, you know what I'm saying?
I don't even call bitches. I ain't doing that.
No, I'm just saying. The energy. That's the energy women be on. Like to get to the bottom. To get to the bottom of the situation with their man, they inspect their fucking gadget. And listen.
I'm gonna be
I am guilty.
I just ain't calling them hoes.
I am guilty.
Ain't nobody.
But the thing is, the thing is with my friends, I ain't gonna lie. I can probably run the whole situation down from the rooter to the tutor on how and why this happened.
That's a conversation because just because you know how or why it happened,
don't mean I don't need to answer for it.
Yes.
Right.
That be the problem.
Yeah. And see, I don't know if it's with niggas, we just got more questions and it's hard. I don't know, because now you really got me trying to figure this shit out now. I don't know. Because when
example, the friend
where
I'm talking
the fuck
about,
were you at 7:12 on motherfucking Thursday?
And here's a picture of you at 7:12.
And bitch, I'm gonna give you 3 chances. Where was it taken? You know what I'm saying? If you put your lips together to say and I know you was somewhere that start with try again, motherfucker. Listen, your face be ready, bitch. I wish you motherfucker would. But but if your homegirl out of you like, am I crazy?
Yes, it feels more like gaslighting. Like
now I gotta call my other homegirl.
Because now I'm calculating, like, wait a minute. Was it Tuesday? Did
Look,
I got my nails done on Monday.
For what? For what? It's first of all
Wednesday. I went to the mall. It had to be Tuesday. What the fuck? Because you expect more out of them. I'm telling you. I don't know if it's a male female thing either. I'm not exactly sure, but because it's like, wait a minute.
I'm questioning everything. Because is it now that I expect more out the nigga or I expect less out the nigga that they getting more into? Now I'm just like,
I don't know if I expect him to lie.
What?
That sounds so bad.
I definitely expect them to lie first. The first thing that come out their mouth very off the top after the question is gonna be a lie. Then you gotta give it 5 seconds to see if they meant to lie. Because you know niggas, the lie gonna come out first. Nigga like, no, man. Wait. No. Pineapples. Wait.
That's it. I don't expect my friend to lie.
They gotta give you the dumb nigga
ever.
Yeah, listen, it be like
I'll never expect my friend to lie.
You damn near want to have the third camera. Like you want to break the pain. I know this bitch didn't just.
Yep. Drew. Like, what's wrong?
Let me check. Look, let me check what I read in 20 minutes. Did I fuck up?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was supposed to be a comma and it was a period and I read it in the wrong tone. Did I?
Yes. Yeah.
I could have sworn this bitch said.
Is she? Yeah. What is she? Is she?
Now I gotta call. Hey,
did you hear?
You remember? That was Tuesday. I called you and told you that bullshit, right? All right. So boom. Cause am I tripping? Like it's. Why do shit with our friends turn into a whole web of other motherfuckers? I'm about to do a dissertation. God damn it.
You ever try to argue with a black woman? Like, God damn.
That's also some. Maybe that's why we don't want to argue with our friends because we don't argue with our mamas and we good on it. I'm good on arguing with you, bitch.
That might be trauma. That might be real.
It might be trauma
or something related to it. Example, like the friend I'm talking about. I don't engage because I know she's gonna get defensive. Like I just know her. I know how she operates, and I know it's a complete waste of time and having that conversation. Like I know that she's not going to bow down to her ego for this conversation.
It's one of them she never admit it.
Even if my feelings are on the line, she's not gonna bow down to it. But for me, that's enough to get you cut off. If your ego gonna win over my feelings, then you know, because your ego is just for bragging rights.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just, you know,
I'm gonna be thinking about this.
Just timing. It's like, okay, well,
I'm gonna be thinking about this for a minute. It's because like at the beginning of this conversation, I really thought I had it figured out. And the way I handle it is the way I handle it, but now the why is kind of switching for me, I think. Anyways, and it might be the liquor, who knows? But anyway, okay, Des. So we've talked about ending relationships, which is hard, and we knew this was gonna be hard. We low-key ain't even want to do it, but we owe it to our fellow Golden Girls to go into them.
Than I thought.
Go into those nooks and crannies and really unpack them conversations. And I think it was good. So, ladies, just know that letting go of relationships is also a part of maintaining healthy ones.
Watering down is an option as well. Don't feel bad.
There's middle ground, and trust yourself to know at what level a person should be involved.
I would say for me, it's just follow the gut. Your gut don't lie. It does not lie. Yours don't. Not for your shit. Nah, other people's shit, it can't do nothing.
Yep.
But you follow your gut. There are times that you in a situation with a friend and you like, this ain't it. You know when she on some bullshit. You know when she just tripping because she tripping.
Right.
And you know when she on some bullshit. There are differences. Like there's differences. There's differences of, oh, my friend just need a little space. She fucking up. And she on some envious, jealous, you know what I'm saying? And it might be subconscious. So we can't blame people for these things, but you still got to protect yourself and take care of yourself.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I figured out one thing, and then after that, we're gonna go ahead to the cheers to life real quick. But I think I figured out what it is. I think I'm more critical of my man because and I don't know what the reason is, but when they fuck up, it feels more hostile than when my friend does. And I think because my friend has been around so much, like they've earned a certain level of benefit of the doubt that I think I could be scared to give a man, you know what I'm saying? So you constantly interrogating the man and you got to answer for blah, 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 blah. And then also, I don't know if it's the emotions of the space or whatever, it feels more hostile. Sometimes it takes for my friends' actions to escalate to like a crazy level before it even clicks to me like, oh, this bitch don't like me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
it may just be experience because I've been to the hostile moments of damn, this bitch don't like me.
Right.
So now that I've been on the other side of that, like I've had to accept, damn, I've been in a friendship before and she ain't liked me for years, and then I got to go back and like, damn, this happened, this kind of show, you know,
right?
Because we give our friends so
that
much
benefit of the doubt.
So I do think I'm on the other side of it now because now my head on a swivel. I just don't.
Everybody getting watched. No, for real.
It just is. And for me, they head is on more of a swivel than my husband's. Like, he locked in a contract.
Yeah, because I think I'm
nothing
more
else. I could take half of his shit. I can't do nothing with you bitches. So
like even oddly enough, I feel more prone to make excuses for the shit my friends do than the shit that my man does.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll make an excuse for my friend, like, oh, she only going, you know, like she going through this, or she, you know what I'm saying? No, she having a hard time, like this happened, or this is around, you know, the same time this happened, or whatever. And because you've been around for so much of it, you kind of default to making an excuse for them, as opposed to it's the opposite with a man, like.
Yeah.
I don't default to making no excuse for you, nigga. You gotta explain it to me plain why the fuck this happened. But I do think that we could benefit from bringing the shit to our friends versus making an excuse for them without ever saying nothing. Even if you're giving them the grace of they going through, they been through, this is around the same time, blah, blah, blah. I think we do need to do better at creating a space where they still have to answer for that shit. Just
they're
because
in their relationships too, like everything.
And then listen, and then no, you not the friend to try with that bullshit. That's what you gotta. We gotta make those boundaries now.
I'm just not that friend that you can do that to.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, so that was good. Yo, this gonna have me thinking for a minute.
I know, I loved it.
Yeah, this was good. Okay, so that was a lot. So I don't know how you gonna cheers to that shit because
I need some.
I feel like we all just broke up with all our no, we all just decided we're gonna call and cuss our friends out. I feel like that's what that felt like.
Stop, God.
I thought you was making a drink. You was making a shot.
We finna go. The drink
to the car or home.
Either one, whichever one. This is the beginning of the night type of drink. Get with a little lemon squeeze. This is a shot.
She mad or something? A
little bit. Okay, come on. All right. I don't think we just agreed that we are gonna go cuss our friends out. I think that we just agreed, and that's exactly that's supposed to be mixed in there too, and it ain't. You ain't gave me a chance to pour nothing in there. I poured that, and then you immediately started whining and all that. You ain't even give me a chance to mix nothing. Do you do that to the bartender at the club? No, I do.
You don't look at the bar. Dang, that was a lot.
I sure don't, because I'm paying her probably $20 for that shit. I need some more.
So how much you paying me before I pour this? I pour a lot if you gonna pay me.
Nothing. So pour me a small amount.
Pour you a lot of liquor.
Stop! This is liquor too.
I was trying to drown out the hard liquor with the soft liquor.
Get some juice.
Here. See, this you could have poured your own shit.
The soft liquor. What the hell is that? The soft liquor.
Listen. All that complaining she doing, I don't want to hear that on Thursday. Actually, I'm getting married. Turn up because they can't tell me no this week.
I already did that. So she been blackmailing me for the past 2 weeks.
Blackmailing is a strong word.
Every time.
I'm just reminding her of the occasion when she forgets.
You want to get a pint? No. I mean, you know I'm getting married next week.
Because if you saying no, you obviously forgot. Because why else would you be saying no? Like, I benefit of the doubt. Before I cuss you out, I'm just assuming you forgot.
You know I'm getting married, so I'm finna go get it. Oh. Okay. All right. So
I'm still not seeing the problem. Just gotta establish that boundary. I'm not that friend you gonna do that not drinking shit. I'm establishing that boundary.
That's the boundary you're establishing
with you. Yeah,
toxicity.
I got to be fair, I got the same standard for my man. His ass is gonna get drunk too whenever the fuck I get ready.
You said that you more critical of your man, so get him and leave me alone.
Okay, I'm gonna make him take a shot. He ain't getting no champagne. Jay, you can thank Des for that.
Look, I tried, Jay. I tried.
All right, come on, Des. Give us a cheers. I'm out the bottle because I'm getting married. What's up?
Period. Okay.
Fuck.
All right, guys. We are 2 hours and 24 minutes in.
We still shorter than drink champs, so I don't feel bad.
Editing these bitches though.
Don't edit it. Just give it to them raw. No condom.
Listen, I'm definitely about to drop this raw. I'm not about to go through this.
They gonna like
episode.
it. They gonna like it, and I think we were very organized this time.
I think we did good too.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yep.
Yes.
How did you like it, Ish?
Did you? Oh, thank you. Yes. So I got another one of my homegirls here. I'm an Iota sweetheart, and she's my pro fight. Her name is Aisha, but this my sis, but this my boo. Okay, this is my boo. All right, the whole bachelorette party, not one turn down moment because my dog Isha, when she come through, she show up and show out. The Ishas do not play, do we, Ish? We do not. The Ishas
okay,
do not play, baby.
The Ishas is a vibe.
Everybody was on the bus dead, and honey,
and the Ishas was up. The Ishas was up.
I was like, okay, booty. Up, okay, been a vibe. Listen, when she told me he was coming, I was like, oh, I like them. I was like, I could do Dominique and Isha. That one, I like them. I'm like, yes, crew, they can come.
Yes.
We're real picky about who we allow to come in here because
the energy got to be
see when
right.
You walked in, you was like, oh, y'all business in here. Like, it do be like that. So it does have to go from turn up to click. And so I be real funny. Like, there are people that I be like, don't bring her back. Because I can't, like, my brain got to be right. I can't.
Yep.
So I appreciate y'all so much.
This was good. And it's good to have y'all back here. You know, I love y'all.
I know. I love when we're able to let our people see.
Yeah.
But okay, so let's get this moving because this show can't be no longer.
Yeah, because it's blunt o'clock. What you say? Missy, get back in there. Get back in there.
Literally, as I'm about to say this. So, guys, I live off of a premise where I believe that celebration and acknowledgement of amazing things is just the key to life. You only win when you die. And so we all know to look for the holes and acknowledge all of the negativities and find the things that need to be better. We all doing that 24 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
And so I even, my counseling business is named Cheers to Life because I teach people how to cheer for their fucking life. Like, that's just what we're doing. We're not, I don't have time for all that negativity. Like, we address it. We address where it came from. We address what it looks like so that we don't deal with it anymore.
Right.
So what a segment that we bringing into this show this season is the Cheers to Life segment. So I want everybody to get their motherfucking cups up. I don't care if it's water in it. I don't care if it's juice in it. I don't care what it is. Put them up.
Put your drinks up. Keep them up.
Keep them up. Okay.
Put your drinks up. Keep them up.
Keep them up.
Good shot. Good shot.
Good shot.
Good shot. Good shot. Good shot. Good shot.
Hey. Now listen, baby, y'all about to take these shots, pick these drinks, whatever you got in your hand. I need you to embrace the beautiful things in your motherfucking life. I don't care what that looks like. If it's the fact that you got up this morning, then that's what it is.
Amen.
If it's the fact that you got a new job, an old job, or no job, God damn it, I need you to celebrate.
New nigga, old nigga, no nigga.
Period. Because maybe God just giving you a little break because maybe it's all about you. You ain't got time to be worried about all the other bullshit. You got up. You are doing great. Your kids are beautiful. Your family is beautiful. If not, God damn it, you are beautiful.
Yep.
And I need you to celebrate it. We are done dealing with this bullshit. Most of us are Black people and we already got a very hard life. So let it go. Take your breath. Breathe out. And cheers to your motherfucking life,
clink,
everybody.
Clink, 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 clink. Oh, Lord. Ain't never been no hoe. Ain't never been no bitch. All right, so boom. That is the end of this Golden Girls episode. Thanks everybody for tuning in with your favorite Golden Girls.
Thank you so much. I just want to make sure I say it publicly. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Have a good motherfucking time. You deserve it. I am extremely proud of you.
Thank you.
Watching you put together this whole process, listening to the good, the bad, and the ugly. Like, this shit's gonna be epic. And I know that this is about love. I know it's about all these other things, but I, as your event planning partner, I know what the fuck is going on.
You know.
And so I'm proud of you because
Thank you.
We just graduated to another level of events.
just graduated to another level of events.
Okay. And so you about to take this experience with you, and it's gonna be a big deal too. So I love you, and I appreciate what you're doing for us on Thursday. And I'm gonna be there bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, okay, and drunk, baby.
Yes, it's in 2 days, nigga.
So all hail the motherfucking Howard.
All hail the motherfucking Howards. I'm about to have a new name, y'all. That is crazy. Pew, 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 pew.
Period.
Thank y'all so much. Thanks for tuning in to this episode. Like we talked about earlier, next month we will be focused on financial literacy. As you know, I'm getting married, so I will be talking to you guys about that financial process. Because I don't know a lot about money, but I do know something about planning a wedding. So tune in for that. As always, thanks for tuning in to our episode. It's your girl Missy, the one you love, the messiest one you know. You can find me on Instagram at 4th of June or on Facebook at Maisha Ishmael. And you can always find us at goldengirlsgroup.org. Our episodes will be posted on Anchor, Breaker, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen to podcasts. And as always, you can find podcast episodes on goldengirlsgroup.org. And Des, who are you? Where can they find you? And then take us on out.
You just did all about taking them out.
All right, boom.
Like, she just took everything out. But
I ain't say your name.
Literally, that's it. So, y'all, my name is Des. I am the executive director of Golden Girls Group. I am also the executive producer of Golden Girls Podcast. I want to thank y'all so much for rocking with us. Missy just told y'all everywhere that you can find us. And if you got any issues, just check out goldengirlsgroup.org. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you join the group. And we will see y'all. Thank y'all so much for being a friend. And we living life like it's golden.
Next time you see me, I have a new last name.
Period.
Put some respect on it.